our parents before us, our brother beside us, our cousins building us, our families. Tired, we fall, we cry, we challenge. Together we smile, we grow, we love. Our strength, our fight, we won our clan. Together we learn, we earn, we love. Our parents before us, our brother beside us, our cousins building us, our families. Tired, we fall, we cry, we challenge. Together we smile, we grow, we love. Our strength, our fight, we won our clan. Together we learn, we earn, we love. Our parents before us, our brother beside us, our cousins building us, our families. I am said to be difficult, I just might be. I am said to be rude, I am sure I am. I am said to be hard to be friends with. You didn't help me get better. Did you? Did you think you were helping me? Did you put energy into being a friend? Did you? It is said I am not given, I thought I gave a lot. It is said I am not tolerant, I thought I tolerated a lot. It is said I am not caring, I thought I cared more than received. Did you? Do you believe you helped me? Did you? Do you put energy into being a true friend? Did you? important to me. Then it was time to stop looking at you and start looking at me. I realized I was the caged bird that must be set free. In that freedom I realized you never cared. You use words to get what you want. Did you know the next person that acted like you would be seen quicker? Did you care? Did you know? Did you know the next person you went to would also work at overlooking your bad treatment? Do you see it? I know I chose to be beat down until I was tired of being on the floor for you. I am said to be honest, I am said to be a bitch, I am said to be hard, I am said to be free. And you? My daddy's little girl, I remember being little and tagging along behind him, 'cause I felt my daddy's heart was there. I was daddy's little girl, he could break me or he could make me. I was no one's little being. I just knew where I was safe. We would hang out under the tree, chewing on the end of grass, visiting, talking and relaxing while we watch cars go by. Sat there, enjoying the peaceful time. A car drove by with a St. Bernard. I remember my daddy said something about the dog size. The car came by a second time. This time it stopped. The lady and her 3 kids looked broken. I felt my daddy's heart was there. She asked if we wanted a dog. She had the kids to feed. Uncle Dutch giggled a bit, but I just had to beg my daddy. Daddy said it'd be up to my mom. I ran excitedly over to the house, yelling. My heart broke when she told me no, but she didn't know my daddy's heart was already there. Sadly I returned, and as I sit here now, I have no memory of the car anymore. But my disappointment was gonna be too much to bear. My daddy's heart was already there. Heart met me? I am my father's daughter. I am not a sitter. I am a doer. Have you met me? I got things I must get done. Have you met me? I'm doing stuff. Did you think I was going to sit? I cannot do that, my dear sir. With drill and saw in hand, I sat at my desk, forgetting task at hand. Have you met me? I am my father's daughter. I have things on my mind. I must get things done. Have you met me? I got things I must get done. Have you met me? I'm doing stuff. I may not know what I'm doing, but I am getting things done. The sink is getting a drain. The platforms are getting streams. Have you met me? I am my father's daughter. I can't just sit and get nothing done. I may not know what I'm doing, but I'm getting them done. Have you met me? I got things I must get done. Have you met me? I'm doing stuff. Giggles are aplenty, games are our goal. Goofballs poking fun at things, battles will be won. Home or miles from each other, distance is not part of our plan. We're playing cards with each other, with the cards in our hands, hanging with each other, challenging for winning our turn. Cards are for playing, friends are helping. Giggles are aplenty, games are our goal. Goofballs poking fun at things, battles will be won. We battle while playing games. We giggle when things are funny. We goof around in plenty. The games are our focus, but chat is our friend.
Giggles because we're lighthearted. Laughter feels so good. It heals a hurt soul. Laughter and giggles breaks a rib or two.
Goofballs are aplenty, the heifers at the lead. Goofballs around the table, silly as can be. Home or miles from each other, distance is not part of our plan. We're playing cards with each other, with the cards in our hands. Giggles are aplenty, games are our goal. Goofballs poking fun at things, battles will be won. Will be won. Goofballs are aplenty, the heifers at the lake. Goofballs around
Distance is not part of our plan. We're playing cards with each other, with the cards in our hands. Giggles are aplenty, games are our goal. Goofballs poking fun at things, battles will be won.
Saying to everyone, saying to everyone, just here for the fun. There are giggles aplenty and goofballs on the run. We poke and pull and chuckle, we read the chat if we can. We drink our tea of honeysuckle, we'll help you fit in our clan. The chat tells us info, whether we know it or we do not, but like a hungry, like a data info, we Google it so that chat gets taught. We poke and pull and chuckle, we read the chat if we can. We drink our tea of honeysuckle, I'll help you fit in our clan. Shake your head if you must, but stay, we're sure you will. You bladder might just bust as your giggle is our thrill. We poke and pull and chuckle, we read the chat if we can. We drink our tea of honeysuckle, I'll help you fit in our clan. We look things up on Google, as Google is our friend. Your laughter should sound fugal, as laughing dead here is a trend. We poke and pull and chuckle, we read the chat if we can. We drink our tea of honeysuckle, I'll help you fit in our clan. Success is not our goal, you'll know this by what you see. Laughter comes from our soul, you'll tell from all our glee. We poke and pull and chuckle, we read the chat if we can. We drink our tea of honeysuckle, I'll help you fit in our clan. A twist might happen later, after chat is all caught up. Games making laughter greater, your giggle box filled up. You will enjoy the stream, the friendships and joy. Guest and chat work as a team, our goal is for us to enjoy.
Howdy! Don't even ask me where my camera is pointing. There is no use in asking me where anything is pointing, because you know what? We've just been over here talking while I've been feeding my face. And so because
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, folks. My camera is pointing up at the ceiling. And I kept telling myself, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'm over here.
How come we got two windows that says you've just added browser source?
Well, yeah, because, okay, smarty britches, here is the thing.
I was just saying.
I had to delete, I'm not going to lie, okay? I had to delete, I'll get it. Wait a minute, I'm doing multiple things now. I had to delete OBS last night, okay? Because I did a test stream, and sure enough, it wasn't going to work. So I did a test stream. So in order to get everything set back up, I had to delete OBS back, which meant I had to re-add everybody. So what you just saw was, huh?
It's gone. I'm good.
Yeah, what you just saw was the spots for Bobby and for Snipe.
I figured that much, but I didn't want something to flip and show something it's not supposed to show.
No,
I didn't know
that's
if it was going
under
to stay on that.
yeah, that's under sharing Google and games. That's this one. So and even there, I haven't started sharing anything yet. So I have to find something.
Well, we got a lot of windows when when them other two ain't showing up.
I know, right? Here, I'll show everybody the control room. There. So that's what the control room that we're in, that we're talking in right now, that's what it looks like to me. Which I know it looks different when you're looking at it. But
Right.
if Bobby popped in right now, we would be seeing Bobby pop in right there.
Yeah.
And oh, the dog. Damn it, Jim, the dog. There, we got a dog. Oops, we got two dogs. And something's been activating her.
Lightly.
And I don't know what it is.
Is she getting close to going to heat again?
No, the door's open. There's somebody parked on the street.
Yeah, they don't like that. Hang on, I lost sound.
You lost what?
Oh, there you are.
Well, yeah. See, I'm showing on stream that. See, I'm hitting the mute and the unmute button.
There, you muted it. Oh, and I thought it was my earbuds.
No, I'm telling them to deactivate.
That works.
It kind of does. Because listen, it's
I
not
should
so
try
bad.
that. I wonder if that works on,
On children, on. But there's deactivate and control. Those are the two things. Because Ditto used to activate her, okay? And then she started activating him, and I'm like, no, just deactivate. Plus the TV started activating him. And it's like, just stop. And they just started saying deactivate, and he's like, oh, okay. And then she started following suit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Do these dogs have like 5-syllable languages? You know, look at his ears bounce up and down. That's my boy. Oh, wait, you can't see it. I'm screwing you guys out of the best view. There. Okay. So there's, see his ears? And then he makes them go up one at a time. He is just too funny.
Yet. Give us a second to catch up.
Yeah, he is. I resized the mute button. Oh, now he's going to walk away. Darn it, I'm sorry. I took the best part of him away from y'all. You couldn't see his ears bouncing up, going up, down, up, down, up. He was just dancing with them. But they got deactivated. Come here, Bubby. Sit right here. Come on, sit down. There, let's try that again. Well, now I can't see you at all in there. Where were you sitting a moment ago that your ears were in there? Because now your ears ain't in there at all. What the heck?
Yeah.
Here, let's try and get your ears back in there a little bit. Where were you sitting a second ago? Go forward. Step forward. 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 Over. Over. Over, ditto. Over. Over. I did not tell you to roll over. I love you. I do. Okay, scoot over there. Sit. Okay. Well, that works.
He's looking at like, what do you want now, woman?
Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he is doing. Okay, so we have to do this. There. Okay. Can you make your ears do what they were doing a minute ago? Because they were just too adorables. They're too adorables. What do you hear? Do you hear sounds coming from my earpiece? What's going on? I'm telling you, it's a dog's life in my house. Oh, everybody.
How much longer till she gets the puppy?
Everybody needs an update. I am so sorry. We're all in a little bit of shock here because have you not noticed who you haven't seen here?
The puppy.
Yeah, she took possession of him on Wednesday.
Oh, good.
And we have been upset ever since.
Oh.
Celestial Nova is acting like her baby has been given away. She has not been the same since. In fact, her barking sporadically like this it started since then. Okay. She was depressed, horribly depressed. I don't know how she has been acting because I was working or not paying attention today. I think this morning she was acting depressed. I don't know about midday. It's just ditto. It was so funny because every time I turn around, these two, Ditto and Celeste, are side by side. And it's like, are you kidding me? On the sofa, on the bed, sitting at the bathroom door. Just everything they're sticking together, damn it. One of them's not going somewhere without the other one. So Bodhi has had 2 boo-boos today. He pooped in one of the rooms. And then while Taraland was standing there with him, he just looked up at her and potty squatted, just peed all over the place. So the thing is,
he's going to pay her back.
Yep.
This ain't where he's supposed to be. He's confused.
Exactly. And the thing is that with him, she is, remember how I was telling you about JoJo's teacher who just spoke too polite? Well, Taraland doesn't want to have to use a strong, stern voice. And I've told her, you have to do that. You have to have a control in your voice to raise children and dogs, puppies. You have to. That's how they take safety and security. And they know that you're the one in charge, not them, because they don't want to be in charge. They do not. Puppies don't want to be in charge. Dogs want to protect, but they don't want to be in charge. They want somebody else to be in charge. They don't all want to be the leader of the damn pack. Okay? I'm just saying. In what was that Simba movie?
Lion King?
Yes, in Lion King. Notice not all the lions wanted to be the leader of the pack, right?
Well, wolves are the same way. They derive from looks more like they want to be a pack. They want a leader.
Well, they want a leader. They want one leader. They don't all want to fight for that spot. They're like, nope, let somebody else take it. I'm not involved. I don't want to be involved. I I don't want to go there. So that's the oh joy, joy, joy. She's discovering it. She is discovering it at this point. Okay, I have a question. Is the stream still going?
Yeah.
Did it stop for a moment?
Yes. Well,
because it stopped on my side.
A second or two. Might have paused a second or two, but it's going.
Oh, mine stopped over here for a couple of moments. I need to stop clicking shit.
Yeah, please stop, Peppa. We ain't got Bobby to help us out.
Right? Right? He'd mute my ass in a heartbeat. So, but anyway, yeah. I think when he potty squatted directly in front of her, that was him saying, "Yell at me. Yell at me." And she's like, "But he's so sweet." And it's like, yeah, but if he's doing something wrong, he's testing you and he needs to know that you are his leader. Otherwise, I'm always going to be the pack leader. And that's not fair because he's going to be separated from his pack leader way too much. He needs a co-pack leader because I've told her I want him to bond with her. So, it's going to be a little bit before we can all see each other. Well, I'm ready to see him already. It's the weekend. I want to go to the dog park. But if she's not standing up and taking hard, strong leadership, then it's going to be longer for him to bond to her, for me to be able to see him. No, I don't want that. So anyway, it's a thing. Okay, well, I can tell you, Diddle came over and laid down. I can still see some little toes over there at the front door. But basically, because it's you and me. Because those dogs, they're not doing it. They're simply not doing it. There is no entertainment with those dogs tonight. I mean, they gave us a little bit. You gotta admit that. But it is not been as fun with Celestial and Diddle in the playing thing, because it's like, no, this isn't as enjoyable. It's not as fun. We need little Bodie, because they enjoyed chasing each other and having little Bodie try and join in and chase, Yeah. It was adorable. It was totally adorable. Hi, Bobby and two other lurkers. You like how I did that?
How do you know it's Bobby?
Because Bobby loves me. Bobby loves you.
Okay, so I've got two things going. So I've got two of those watching.
Well, you can only be one unless you're signed into two different accounts.
It still counts as one when I got two things, two streams.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Only counts as one.
I keep the TV on so I can watch the current chat, and I normally keep it on the laptop with me so that I can scroll up to read chat and type. Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm sorry. I'm eating jalapeno carrots, folks.
That's awesome. I never realized they did it to carrots now too.
Y'all don't get these on the regular?
Carrots? No.
Jalapeno
well, I mean, they might be out there, but I don't really pay attention to the stores.
Oh yeah.
I don't even go in the store anymore. I do that grocery pickup and I'll ask.
No, this is a Mexican restaurant pickup.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they do or not.
They do. They have the cilantro, the carrots, the onion, the jalapenos. They boiled it. It's Mom and I used to make them when I was growing up, and I haven't made them in like forever. And I keep thinking I need to make them and can them. Because I'm just going to tell you, delicious. I love them.
I love anything jalapeno.
Mm-hmm. And these are like the best snack to go, oh, I'm going to sit down and watch TV now. And guilt-free. Go for it. Right? Think about it. It's guilt-free. Why wouldn't we love that? Right? So, here's what we're going to start doing, folks. Give me a half a moment. Oh, for the love of money. I just want to know why I zoomed in on myself. And then I realized I may not have done it. This camera that has, no, it's at 100. Oh, look at who's sitting behind me. Okay, so those legs that were over there at the door, they're gone. Because look at who's sitting behind me now. Okay, would you just hit the right buttons, you moron? Let me just talk to myself for a moment, guys, because, you know, have you met me? I'm a moron. I'm just saying. And I know it. That's what's important. I just love when people don't realize that I say certain things on the regular, and then when it gets pointed out, their naivety, it shows through, and then it's like, oh, and they go, oh, I didn't realize that. Really? Why do you think you said that? Why do you think you said that? Because, you know, you're one of the two, or you're two of the two people who are lurking in the background. Duh. It's okay though. Look, it's not a sin to enjoy our streams. It's insane, but you know, we're just here hanging out. Don't you wish that you could? I'm sorry. So let's start reading.
Great woman.
I'm just not right. These jalapenos are they're good. And you know what I haven't done is poured any alcohol. Because these are good. Okay. So I just want you to know it is currently 6:49 p.m. my time. And at 3:08 p.m. my time, 1776 said first dish. And then she said, here's the other channels. In case we ever get to, you know, stream to any of them, because if YouTube knocks us off, we'll bounce right over to Rumble, but you have to wait for me to set the stream up because I can't multi-stream at this point. Then she says, hey, don't forget to do all the YouTube-y things and, you know, hit that follow and the subscribe and check the bell. And I don't know why you'd check the bell, but we'd appreciate the subscribe. Anyway, do all that other good stuff. It's free, by the way. And somehow or another, it's supposed to help us. What's more important is that not only do we get subs, but we get watch hours. And who would do that? I'm just saying. Anyway, at 4:29. So seriously, like 2 hours ago, Puds was in the house and says, don't tell her how to live, Heidel. And he says, he laughs and says, okay, tell me. And then he says, I need so much help. Not like that. I'm good mentally, lol. That's not what any of us like. We're not good mentally. And I got that time so wrong. I was like an hour and a half, or I was half an hour off. So it's like an hour and a half ago. I can't do math. Leave me alone. Pud says, tell me. And then says, second banana in chat this time because Heidel came in like 2 days ago to beat me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You felt that too, huh? You felt that too, didn't you? Pud says, I might need an emergency emotional support chicken to eat. Well, Soup's not going to be here tonight. Just to let you know, Soup's daddy's not going to be here tonight. Soup's got some family coming over to I don't know, eat.
We might get lucky and he pop in after a while, but we'll see.
Right. I mean, it's there's a 2% chance that after everybody, because family is coming into town, and and he's getting ready to do the holiday stuff, and he's got to get ready to do for tomorrow as well. So he said he wasn't going to be able to make it, which it breaks his heart having to say that. But I try and let him know, look, you've got real life stuff, baby. You go do real life stuff, because his family is just, they're so adorable, and they do still do stuff together. So, we always need to let him know, you go do, we'll be okay, fine. Okay. We'll miss him, and we do, because, he's just so cute.
And maybe the brother will install that stupid bidet while he's there.
You got your hopes up, don't you?
I'm hoping for that mama to get a coochie wash.
I don't think Mama's going to get a coochie wash.
I'm hoping she does.
I can't say when Mom is going to get a coochie wash, but you know that lovely individual that I like to follow, and she does like this Morbid Monday thing. That might be who's giving Mama. That might be who's giving Mama the coochie wash. I'm just don't want to say too much more, because we're all going to get one some point in time, but I don't want a bidet. So I do feel like I need to get in the vehicle and drive out there and install her bidet. But I swear, I don't know if she was trying to let the boys off the hook, or if she gave it some thought and decided she didn't really want the bidet anymore, because I remember like a month or 2 months ago that Snipe said, she said, oh, that's okay, honey. I'm not really looking that forward to it. I got the funny feeling.
Well, that ain't no fun.
No, I got the funny feeling that she looked into how those things work, and she gave it some thought. So
maybe.
I just, either that, or after we had all discussed it and found those, shit rags hanging there next to the toilet, that maybe the Snipe and she had talked about it for a little bit, right? And she decided no. So I feel like we need to have Mom come on stream and to have a discussion with us, but I think Snipe would roll over and play dead.
Probably.
Don't you just think Mama Snipe would be adorable? Don't you think she would probably be the cutest little bug's ear that we ever had on stream? I think we need to ask Snipe. I think we need to ask Snipe to invite Mama Snipe on, so that we could just chit chat with Mama Snipe.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I've got questions for that woman.
I'm telling you, I think it would be the most. I think that would be the most adorable stream in like Everland. I really do.
Yes.
It's a thing.
Let's put the invite out.
Hey, Snipe, I bet you never leave the stream alone again. Huh?
We want to meet Mama Snipe.
We want Mama Snipe. We want Mama Snipe just for half an hour, just to chit chat and tell us stories and answer a couple of questions and be like, oh my God, Snipe honey, is this what you do? I don't think you should be doing this anymore. I just think we need Mama Snipe to come on stream. We'll behave and we'll be polite, and we just all, you know what, you have a lovely mama, and we all want to meet Mama Snipe. That's where this comes from. It really does.
We'll behave. We'll be on our best manners.
Yes,
possible.
yes, sir. We sure will. We will be yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, and Mama Snipe. What was Child Snipe like? And is he a good boy? Does he take good care of you? And Brother Snipe, do you want him to install the bidet? Are you afraid of the bidet, Mama Snipe? I mean, we have questions. We're going into the EDB mold, which unfortunately is the only reason that I even discovered YouTube, was because of EDB and my bestie going, I watched this gal on YouTube, and you remind me so much of her, because I always used to, for 20 years, I always said, I have questions. And sure enough, she gets me to watch EDB, and there are times that I'm like, oh my God, I can totally see it. EDB and I would not like each other because we're too much alike. Does that make sense? So I'm just well aware of what is in my pocket. Oh, tissue. There's money in there too. I had tissue and money in my pocket. So, but yeah, no. We have questions, Snipe. We want a Mama Snipe stream. I would let you have a mommy bitch stream with my mother. I would in a heartbeat. And y'all would be like, oh, that fucking cunt with a K. Not even the lovable, cozy one with a C. Y'all would hate my mama in like 10, 15 minutes if it took you that long. I'm just saying. So I would let you do it. Yeah, we would love to have a conversation with Mama Snipe. We really would. I'm holding on to this one. I really want to. So
yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yep. Yes, and yeah.
So at 5:10, 1776 says, hiya, Puddletown. And Queen said, go ahead, tell me what
Howdy, y'all.
That's what she said.
Howdy, y'all.
That's what she said. She does it well, huh? And 1776 says, hiya to Queen and to me and to Bobby when you get here. Bobby may not be here, but I say we should all just rally around Bobby and get his little butt back in here. Because, even if we're having not such a great day, we're not right in the head and we're going to chuckle a little bit, right? And he can come in. He's got some new games that he got them all dialed in. I think it was Monday. And he's like, but of course it's a weekday. So Bobby, come in, play your games, stay on mute, chuckle with us, whatever, but let us see your new games. 1776 says, hey, check out Queen's As the Gavel Drops Discord. Join for all true crime obsessions, chat, up-to-date case details, court documents, exhibits, and even watch party events. I haven't been to a watch party event in like Foreverland. You have to yell at me.
Oh, honey, I haven't been, to be honest, I haven't been doing them in quite a while because I'm trying to keep the server caught up, and that's where my time is right now.
Oh,
when we start getting the mods back from 3D Life things, I'll have more time for events.
Okay, good. Thank God. Then I haven't missed any. You have to yell at me.
No,
and then you have to.
A long time.
It goes like this: you have to yell at me, and then you have to mute me. Those are the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
she
ma'am.
knows this. She knows because I may hit mute, but I might not hit it solidly enough. I'll go outside and start working on something that makes noise, and I will be annoying the ever living crap right out of Cuz. And then Cuz is like, hey, Cuz, mute. And I'm just like, not listening, even though she's in my ear. I'm not paying heed. And then she'll just go mute. And then I'll come in and I'll unmute myself. And I'll be like, hi, I'm back. And she's like, I muted you. No, I muted myself. No, you didn't have to. And you know what? I mismute a lot. You guys have heard me hit mute so I can sneeze and then I unmuted, but that's when I really hit mute. That's why.
Or let's talk about the times you forget to unmute.
And then there's those. There's those where it's like, I forgot I'm muted, so I'm going to just keep on talking and never unmute. That's what we're good at. I am like queen on that shit. Okay, so who just DM'd me? Nope. Why did my phone just ching, 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 ching? It doesn't matter, right? It wasn't anything important, right? It might have been, but I ain't paying attention to it. So anyway, 1776 says, intro sounds good. Pud says, with the microphone and a goofy face and a that's a speaker. Hiya, Shitty. He shouts out, that's a megaphone, I think. Shouts out, hi, Shitty. And Pud says, hiya, Heidel. And then says, oh, you have to say this one at 8:12 your time.
Howdy, Quine.
He's just melting all over the place. Pud says, hello, Bobbert. Goofy. pile of pink crap and a waving of a hand. Smile. Pud says, hello, Chicken Daddy, except for Chicken Daddy's not here. But if we're in Chicken Daddy's ear, we should all try and come up with funny little things to say every now and then that'll make Chicken Daddy Soup's daddy just like blurt out a giggle. That would be so funny. 1776 says, love this song, did you? I wonder what song that is.
That was on your intro.
I know, but I don't think I have a song called Did You? I don't know. Pud says, and I was not listening to the intro. I was listening to you while I was trying to scarf down my food, which meant I was chewing, and I was hearing myself chewing my ear while I was trying to listen to you. And that carne asada was good. I'm just saying, it was good. At least I got done with the chips before I had to listen to you too, you know? Pud says, I want a duet on the Bringing Dog Home Daddy song. You like my you want my Brutus? You like my Brutus song? Isn't my Brutus song adorable? That is exactly how it went. I'm telling you, we're all sitting. I can tell you, we're on Lisbon Street, sitting across the street from Kaler, out at Annie B. Kaler Elementary School, and there were 3 shade trees there, and Lisbon was the busy street, but it was just, you know, one lane going each way. They just went each way fast. And it was a lovely weekend day, and we're just sitting under there, and Uncle Dutch was sitting there, and then there was my dad, and then there was me, and we're all pulling grass out, and then we're sucking out at the bottom of the grass, and just, it was so good and so sweet because Uncle Dutch kept really good grass. And even though it was a warm day, it was so cool under there. And that little brown car went by. It wasn't really a little brown car. It was like a 4-door Rambler went by. And this poor black lady was driving. She was kind of thick. And then there was little kids in the back seat and a St. Bernard sticking its head out. You could see the little kids, couldn't count them all. And this big St. Bernard, and it was so hot. And it was just like, and that St. Bernard drove right on by. And I was just, Uncle Dutch or my dad, or maybe, no, because I wouldn't have done that. Uncle Dutch or my dad said something about the look of that. And then this lady drove back by. And she pulled over this time. And she asked if we would want the St. Bernard because she had to feed her children. And she had 3 little children, and they were like under the age of 5 in the back seat, back before seatbelts were required, by the way. That St. Bernard was going to protect them, let me tell you. And I'm like, oh, Daddy, please, please, please. Uncle Dutch just chuckled like, oh, fuck it, Bob, you're screwed now. And my dad just looked at me and said, if your mama says yes, then yeah. Now, I knew this bitch already, but you know, I still loved her. Okay, so I had high hopes in my heart. So I went running across the street, and I didn't even go into the house. I went into what I would call the drive-through window in the dining room, because we had this cute window, and it looks like a drive-through window. And I went to the drive-through window, and I started yelling at my mama, and she comes in, and she goes, what? And I said, can I have the dog? Can I have the dog? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, there's a woman that wants to give us her dog. Can I have the dog? And my mom said, no. And I'm like, but I love the dog, but I love the dog. And I don't even know how my mother came out of the house and caught up with me going back to tell my daddy, no, I must have stopped because I was brokenhearted. But we ended up over there at the same time, and the lady in the car was gone. So my heart broke twice until I saw my dad sitting there with this dog. My dad was a lot like me, or I'm a lot like my dad, because all of a sudden it dawned on me, the lady is gone and the dog is mine. Great. I had a rabbit. My dad was a really good carpenter. that he worked in the aerospace thing, but he was a really good carpenter, a really good designer. So I had a rabbit in the backyard, and we didn't have, the backyard was open fence, meaning the three sides, the back and the two sides were fenced in, but towards the front of the house we didn't have gates. They were open. And so my dad walks the dog into the backyard, and just as my dad stepped onto the grass, he was going to tie the dog to the tree. Just as my dad stepped off of the concrete to from the patio onto the grass, that dog saw that rabbit, and my dad went, just seriously, don't tell anybody that you don't need water to ski, because you don't need water to ski. You need a St. Bernard on a long enough lead and soft enough grass that when it takes off, you try to put your heels in, you just ski right across the backyard. So the dog hit that pen that the cage that my dad had made for that rabbit. And oh Lord, my dad thought, this is it. That poor rabbit is going to be dead. This child, Shinny, is going to just die. This is going to be it. The child is going to die. She's going to hate this dog. We have this dog now. We're not going to have a rabbit. All kinds of thoughts went through his head. He told me about that later. But there were these two marks going all the way across his gorgeously green yard. Well, he got control of the dog. He tied the dog to the tree. He and I carried the cage for the rabbit over to the side of the house. I was in the 6th grade. That's right. I was in the 6th grade. We carried the dog over to the side of the house. That meant I was 11, folks, just in case you're trying to do the math. We carried the cage over to the side of the house. The dog is tied to the tree. My dad is a little bit ticked off at the grass, but then he finds it funny as hell because he just was like, I can't water ski, but that was fun. He remembered just holding on for dear life and being dragged across the yard. But it wasn't down on, it was just heels in and go. And that moment, my dad started putting the chain link fence up on both sides. My dad was really great at being handy. Really great. All he had to do was go down to L&R Lumber or something to get what he needed. He started digging the holes and everything. And before the end of the night, we had that. And that dog did not go after, I don't know, my dad might have punched the dog in his schnauzer. But the dog did not go after the rabbit anymore. But I had to give the rabbit to my 6th grade teacher. And then the rabbit drowned in her swimming pool.
Oh, no.
Look, my life has been so different. But yeah, no, that was my little Brutus. My little Brutus, he weighed over 200 pounds, and he would get drunk on a half a can of Coors. Oh my God, it was so funny. He would get drunk on a half a can of Coors.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
get PETA on us.
No, it was just, we didn't even realize that that's what he was doing. But when my mother would walk away, because she always had to have her fucking Coors, when my mother would walk away, he would just put his mouth over the top of her can, and you couldn't see it. Right? And then he'd tilt his head back, and then he'd set the can back down. But then when she came back, she would accuse me of drinking her beer. Why are you fucking accusing me? And then the dog couldn't stand upright. Oh, we figured it out. The damn dog was an alcoholic. Okay, he was also a racist. I'm just going to say, he was also a racist. He did not like black people. Okay? And well, guess what kind of a hood I grew up in? I'm just saying, it was. Well, his offspring doesn't like him even more. And then his offspring even doesn't like him even more. So it's a trait in their breed, apparently. But yeah, no, I remember that day. And that dog was my dog for years and years and years. He slept under my bedroom window. He protected me. But the minute it would start raining and thundering and lightning, he would open the sliding glass door and he would come into the house or walk all the way through the house. And I had those beds that went in a corner, and he would move one of the beds out, and he would get under the table, and he would pull that one bed back in so that when my dad woke up and started getting ready for work, he wouldn't be able to see the dog. Problem is, do you know what a wet St. Bernard smells like? To me, it's the best smell in the world. But they smell like a wet St. Bernard. And when they've been in the house for a good 3, 4, 5 hours, you can bet that child's room smells like a wet St. Bernard. So my dad would always just open the door and say, Brutus, out. And he would just go outside and go back in and lay underneath my bedroom window until my dad went to work, and then he'd come back in the house. That was his little thing. But yeah, he was my dog. I loved him. And then I hated my daddy for paying somebody to get rid of him who loved him too much to shoot him and put him out of his cancer-ridden body, and instead let him go in the mountains. That was rude. That's not how you take care of a dog. They should have paid to put him down by the vet. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what kind of duet that could be, but I'm just saying that's a true story. That's that was my dog and my daddy. My daddy and I had one hell of a relationship until he got remarried, and well, she was selfish. I got to sneeze. I'm sorry. I had to sneeze. I really had to sneeze. So anyway, because I don't know if you want to read anything. You got to tell me if you do.
You go ahead. Get them done.
Pud says, Daddy's heart. Well, my daddy had my heart. He really did. I'm not going to lie. He had my heart. I loved my mama something fierce until I grew up and realized, oh, that was a one-sided relationship. But I loved them both. I really did. I knew my mom wasn't right, but I loved her anyway. Does that make sense? And then Pud says, are you sure that isn't Queen singing? I'm absolutely sure that was not Queen singing. He goes on with, I like them minor key haunting songs. It's a voice that I created in Suno. That's what I did. Puddletown says, I like them minor key haunting songs. I just read that. I'm an idiot. Have You Met Me is my fave, though. Well, see, that's what's funny is I mean, Bobby will point out that he wants me to make him a shirt that says, Have You Met Me with my logo on it. I will do that at some point. I love him. He's like, I will wear that all over the place. He's for 2 years now, he has loved that I'm always like, have you met me? So seriously, have you met me? It's hi honey, how are you? It's a serious thing with me because, I've met me. So I'm just saying. And then today on Little Brother's stream, he had this great gentleman from Tennessee on it. I love the guy, so I did not just lurk over there like I normally do. So it was really funny to see people who are never over there all of a sudden all come in at one, like there's some kind of a fucking intimidation non-biker gang. Bitch, please. So anyway, I found it really kind of funny because the guy he was like, wanting to know if the F-bomb was okay, and I'm like, have you met me? The F-bomb is a family trait around here because Little Brother had already explained that I'm big sis. It is a family trait. And Little Brother got a kick out of it because, I mean, seriously, have you not heard Little Brother say the F-bomb? It's a family trait. It's what we do. So have you not heard Cuz do it? It's a family trait. So anyway.
Fucking sure is.
It sure the fuck is. Exactly. Puddletown says, got a Patsy Cline vibe. Heck yeah. I love Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Donna Fargo, of course, Dolly Parton. I have original photos of her that just means the world to me. there's a bunch of them that I liked. There was a bunch, but I'm from that age, so there. Um, Puddletown says, "Talk faster. We got chat to make." And he's talking to 1776, and then says, "Y'all in the back room watching me, aren't you?" No, we were not. What were we talking about? Were we talking at that point? We were not. No, we were in the green room, but we weren't watching you. I was watching me eat.
I was.
Oh,
I was.
Look at you, were being watched. I was watching me eat as much food as I could in one fast thing, and then I was telling Cuz that here in a little bit I'm going to have to put flour in my sourdough because I had to take it. I didn't have to take it out of the refrigerator today, but I got confused. And well, did you know that today's Friday? I this morning I didn't remember that when I took out half of my not yet risen. I'm using the wrong words. Not yet risen sourdough. So I took half of it out and put it in the refrigerator, or put it in the oven. Put the other half away because it'll be good in there for like another month without me having to.
Just say I ain't rose it yet.
I ain't rose my goddamn sourdough, so I took out half of it, put it in the oven with the light on, so it's rosing now, and then the other half is put in the refrigerator to be rosed, and then to have half of it used as discard, that kind of a thing. Thank you, cuz I needed that. I so needed that. Puddletown says, "Well, another dream crushed." Wait a minute, I did that wrong. Wait, I'll stop skipping shit. Because that's when he said we're all in the back room watching him, aren't we? And Cuz was 1776 says Puddletown. It is not Queen singing, I can assure you. Puddletown says it could be. She can do anything. She can do absolutely anything. I can do anything. You can do better. I'm just saying. 1776 says, yes, Queen, you can do anything, but I know it's not her. Lol. Puddletown says, well, another dream crushed. And Queen says, I'm watching, Lamau. Oh, shit, she was watching. She's not even lying. She was right there. She was watching. 1776 says, sorry, Puds. Pud says, Heidel, always the voice of reason. Thanks for keeping me on the correct path. Well, we don't want you out there wandering because I'm already out there and I need people to find me. 1776 says, always watching as we do, Queen. She does. She apparently really does. Pud says, yeah, I'm working hard.
She gets around. That Heidel gets around.
She does. We're not going to lie. She does. She was over in Little Brother's chat today. She does get around. She does. 1776 says, I tried, but I can only lead horses to water. Yeah, because I ain't going to drink, but where's my water? Oh, look, I did get some. Thank you for mentioning water. I swear I have ADHD. Can you tell? Puddletown says, so I'm a horse now? Maybe hung like one. Lamau. Okay, I don't know where I was, but I saw that. I thought it was standing up when I saw that. And I was laughing when I saw that. I'm sorry, Puds. That was just the perfect answer. Pud says, nah. I say, Heidel, nah. I'm saying, that's how I'm reading it. 1776 says, I was making taco rice, chicken, and quinoa. I don't know how to say that. It just finally got done. Look at you, perfectly on time. 1776 says, Lamau. Pud says, I have never had honeysuckle tea. What? Did you ever eat a honeysuckle? From pull it apart? Oh my God, they're so good. I remember that as a kid. We don't have honeysuckle anymore. Why don't we have honey? I need honeysuckle.
Well, it's kind of dry there. You might not be having enough rain. Yeah,
but that's what the hose is for. But we had honeysuckle when I was growing up, but my dad watered every day too. I don't water every day. I'm trying to get better. I watered the backyard 3 times this week. One time I left the water running for about 4 hours.
Y'all on water limits?
No.
They tell you when you can water and how long?
Not right now. No. We're good. We're good on that right now. We'll see. Puddledown says, is that real? Is what real? What? Honeysuckle tea? Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
1776 is laughing at me. What the hell did I do already? That was only 1 minute into the fucking stream. What? Cuz? What did we talk about for the very first minute? Oh, the fact that the camera...
telling.
The fact that the camera was all over the place because I was too busy to eat to fix anything. Puddletown says that spider on the ceiling is now famous. Wait, one of the fucking things I did do today was I wiped off all of the spider webs and the spiders off of the ceilings and the walls today. The cat looked at me like I had lost my ever-living fucking mind, and the dogs were simply annoyed by it. That's how I know they're still depressed because they miss Bodie. But they're just like, we're not moving for you. And any other time, they would have both gone the opposite direction. But they're just like, oh, we're going to be Eeyore right here. So, nope, that spider... I better have gotten that fucking spider down because, I don't want to eat it when I'm sleeping. I'm just saying, but if he's famous...
You probably got him on the run.
Great, now I'll head up into the bedroom. At least before he was in the living room. Yeah, I'm not sure cleaning's all that special. I really need to stop that shit. Anyway, Pud says, don't flip into the fook position. Oh, no, I was outside pulling weeds in that position today. Mm-hmm. You know that neighbor I don't like? They have they have their camera pointed directly at my house. And, well, you know what I'm really good at? Is making sure that she sees her husband watch me in the fook position. So I'm out there.
Oh, my God, you're an ass.
I sure as fuck am. I sure as... Hey, you know what? I used to have a peeping Tom who had just gotten out of prison and was peeping Tomming around my house. Do you know what I did? I took off all my clothes and gave him a show right there. You know what's happened? He stopped coming to my house. It really will disturb you. I'm just saying. But yeah, I really, truly am that ass. I'm not going to lie. I am an asshole. I am an asshole. I mean, have you met me? I own it, don't I? I'm an asshole. If I am in the wrong, I will tell you. Because, I can't remember to tell a lie. This is the thing. It's against human nature to lie. It's human nature to lie. It's against human nature to remember the lie. So with me, I can't remember what you're going to want me to tell you. So I'm just going to tell you like it is. And you're going to think that's a fucking lie. It's too much to be the truth. That's my life. It's too much. I mean, seriously, I think of the shit that goes on. And I'm like, this is probably why people think that I'm a liar. Because so much has happened in my life that how can all of that happen to one person? How can one person have experienced all of that? Can know some of the people that she knows, can do some of the things that she's done, can see some of the things, I don't have to lie. And the advantage is I don't. And nobody wants to believe me. They want to, you know what? That's not her uncle. Nuh-uh. They're two different colors. Ever hear of an adoption, you cunt, with a K? Have you ever heard of one? I already know. I'm sorry. You weren't getting all of the attention. That's cool beans, baby. But I'm going to tell you, my family, we know. We know. We know. We know. We don't have to explain it to everybody. But, we don't think about it. You think in the colors. We don't think in the colors. We ain't the racist ass. We can talk about a black neighborhood and a white neighborhood and black people and white people and not be racist. The way you thinking about this shit is you racist. Because when I'm talking about my uncle, I ain't even thinking about colors. You know why? Because he's my fucking uncle, bitch. Get it? So I'm just saying, there's so much that is, it'd be, yeah. So seriously, me bending over into the fuck position for that neighbor who, again, his wife's the one who gave me 2 dildos, not 1, 2. Count them 2. Those shits cost some money. Yeah, so I just bend right over, pull weeds in the fuck position so he can see it and imagine it. And then he gonna have to, you know, if he ever shouts out my name while he's doing her, I'm gonna hear about it and I'm gonna laugh. I am totally going to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna laugh and say, now, would you like to move your camera, or do you want to wait until I go out there on a day where I'm not wearing my shirt? Because I've almost walked out of the house without my clothes on completely. So, you know, you might want to move your camera, bitch. I've already asked you to stop filming my house and my neighbors, or not my neighbors, but my visitors and everything else. Now, I don't want my visitors to come around because your racist ass bitch, you know, has got to try and explain to me with a white dildo and a black dildo that all cocks are the same. I just want to say, your man must not got one because not all cocks are the same. I'm just saying. That's, there I go. I listen. Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear?
What are they doing?
He's having a nightmare.
Oh.
He's having a nightmare. He's having a nightmare. I'm gonna see.
Are we sure it's a nightmare, or is he running and chasing another dog?
No, he's having a nightmare. Although, you know what? Based on the days at the park, you're right. At the dog park, you're right. It could be that. Because he gets in their face and yells at him, don't he? Okay, he's done having his nightmare. He's totally done. Oh, his ear is moving around. That's my boy. Oh, and now his little schnauzers, his little snout, he's got it bouncing around. Now his ears are moving around. Poor baby. But yeah, no. So anyway, I won't flip into the fook position, but I'll pull weeds in it. I will. 1776 says, that looks familiar. Lol. And then says, yeah, my dogs go barky if they hear something. Well, you got to remember, she's deaf. She can imagine hearing shit, though. That she is the best at imagining. She can be sound asleep and imagine that she hears something in the backyard. She will wake up with all the gust and the gusto of a herd of dogs and go running out there barking full steam ahead. And she'll be out there. Dinner will come running out and join into the party. And it used to be cute because little Bodie'd be looking at me like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. And he'd sit there and barf a couple and then walk out slowly to see what they were going on. I'm not sure he all the time went all the way out, but yeah, no, because she has this imagination in overdrive. She's over here sound asleep, but any moment she could decide she's going to have one of those dreams and start talking. 1776 is on, boys. Queen, I'm not sure, so like I'm not so sure about them. Lamau, I said it for you. On boys. Not exactly sure that I remember that conversation.
That was us talking about you tell the dogs to deactivate.
Oh. Well, it worked.
Yeah,
it worked.
She's saying it doesn't work on boys.
Oh. I'm going to agree. I'm just going to agree. Puddletown says, no, Heidel, I don't respond to that. Once I'm activated, there's no turning back. See, I didn't even read that, and I had to put all that through. You saw me processing it, and then I went to one particular thing, and I went, yeah, no, they don't deactivate. So thank you, Puddle Town. You got, well, no, thank you, 1776 and Queen. You guys got me to right to where Puddle Town was talking about. 1776 says, figured as much on it not working, lol, but it takes two to tango, Puds. 1776 says Bodie, oh, he'll be missed for sure, but good he went to her. Yeah, no, he's not gone forever. Do not, no, he's not gone forever. She goes on 3-week vacations at a time. Again, she's got to take Boy. She's got to take Boy back to Thailand to see his mommy and daddy, and then to bring him back home. And they go back and forth, and then they go up to Vegas, and Bodie comes to me when that happens. So we're just don't. Bodie is not a gone dog. And then there's going to be days where I'm going to be at the dog park and Bodie's going to be there, and there will be shorts with Bodie being in there with Celestial and Ditto. I don't know how this dog park stuff's going to work with that, because I'm thinking that Bodie's going to have 2 protector dogs. And as Cuz has pointed out, I got the thugs of the dog park. Did I tell you what happened the last time I took these dogs to the dog park? Okay. Here's the thing. After getting Celestial, I took Ditto and Celestial down to the beach, down to the island, where the island is a dog park. Okay? You just unhook your dog and you let them do whatever. Well, Celestial fell in love with a husky. And off she goes. They're going out. They're getting ready to go home. It's a long walk to get to the outside part, but they're leaving. And their husky's going with them, and Celestial is going with them. Now, these people were assholes because they didn't even stop to turn around to look to see whose the white dog was, right? But, okay, fine. We start to walk that way, but but Bestie runs over to get Celestial from them, right? Well, Ditto kept wanting to go over there and then would come back and go over there and then would come back. He's not sure. Is she their dog now, Mom? And you're still my human. I have to protect you. What's going on? So Ditto wasn't exactly sure what to do with the process. So Bestie goes and gets Celestial and brings her back. Ditto took that, I think, as Celestial was leaving him for a husky. Because then every time that Celestial saw a husky, she falls in love, and Ditto gets aggressively mean with the husky and says, leave her alone. Well, the husky's like, I ain't touching your bitch, asshole. But I'm just going to tell you, Ditto is overly zoop about them. Well, in case you didn't notice, I did some shorts about the dogs at the dog park, and there were 3 huskies. They all came in with the same mom and dad. Okay? Awesome. And they were great mom and dads, and they were great huskies, because Ditto went to correct one of them because Celestial went over to introduce herself, and Ditto went to correct him and to say, that's mine. And that dog corrected Ditto right back. And I'm like, yes, yes. And Ditto was like, I'll stand over here and yell at you. It was so cute because I was thinking about you the entire time. But it was the cutest thing in Everland. I thought it was adorbs. I totally thought it was adorables. So, yeah, mine are herding dogs. So, sometimes you show up, like last weekend when I showed up at the dog park, there were some dogs there. My 2 went running and started doing circles and what you would think is bullying attitude. And I heard that the 2 moms at the other end of the dog park says, them are working dogs, you can tell. And neither one of them were concerned about their dogs. and Celestial was running her dog and running her dog and running in circle and trying to get her dog to go exactly where Celestial wanted it. And that lovely little black dog did exactly what was told, and then laid down and rested for a little bit, and then they went right back at it. But they all played, all of them, after Ditto got his correction from the one husky. They all started playing together very well. Ditto was still yelling at the Huskies, but he wasn't getting right in their face to tell them to leave Celestial alone. I thought was hysterical, because that's exactly what he was doing. It's a thing. It's a thing. So yes, my bully dogs, my two bullies of the dog park, they're really hurting, but they're adorable. Puddletown is just dancing away. 1776 says, yes, that makes sense for Celestial to be barking, etc. And then says, Ditto is comforting her, and this verse and verse. I'll take time for him to adjust. It'll take time for him to. Oh, Ditto is comforting for her and us, maybe? I don't know. 1776 says, it'll take time for him to adjust for sure, which is why I'm trying to stay away. Puddletown says, doggos sticking together. They saw how Shinny kicked the pup out, so they're worried. That's what I'm thinking too, Puds. I'm not going to lie. No, you're not joking. I keep thinking, oh, wait, they want to go as a team. If they have to go out, they want to go as a team. That's the way that I think that they're thinking. You're not taking one of us without taking both of us. That's what I think they're thinking. So they're sitting very close together for that. 1776 says, Lion King, dang it. We're still going, and no pause, just a brief mute. Okay. Pud says, hi to the three lurkers. Again, I think Bobby might be one of them, because he's always listening to make sure everything is okay in the background. Again, if I mute myself and nobody's saying anything, he's going to turn, he's going to look, he's going to come over here, he's going to yell, you're muted, fucking heifer, and then he's going to bail. I love that he does that. I totally do. It's so cute, Queen. You haven't really gotten to hear it. He did it the one night. I think you were here. And then the next night you weren't here. So he did it Friday night. I think it might have been me, but on Saturday it wasn't me. It was VDO not communicating over here with OBS. So that's why Snipe could hear me, but nobody else could. It was funny, because Bobby comes in and screams, and I'm like, I'm not muted. And I'm looking, and it's like, no. And then I look at OBS, and the colors weren't dancing up and down. And I'm like, now why? And the only way I could fix it was to make the microphone in OBS kick on. And then the video microphone also kicked probably about 20 minutes later. Who was it? I was watching a stream this week. Was it? It might have been EDB. I think it was EDB that she had the same problem. So it was an OBS known problem. Just saying. 1776 says hiya to the lurkers and the chatters and the watchers alike, because they're all welcome. 1776 says makes perfect sense, Queen. And then says, not those type of carrots here, unless I were to order from a restaurant. Yeah, well, you can get them in a can, but those are no good. But they make these on a regular, and they're delicious. Pud says, canning is almost a lost art. I learned it as a kid. We had a huge garden and canned everything. We only bought meat and bread, but you can can meat, right? Pud says, we also made homemade ice cream. I'll do that just when we're streaming sometimes, because I take a shortcut. I don't use the churner, but I do have a churner. But I don't use that. I have a little churner, and I can make a single serve ice cream. I love it. Pud says, it's okay if you talk to yourself. You know yourself best. It's when you start answering and have conversation when it could become a problem. No, that's when I get expert advice. I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah. I do that too.
I can talk to myself and I can answer myself and walk through a problem that way. And it is the best way for me to get advice in Everland. It just works out so much better for me. I trust the words that I'm hearing, and I can see myself as this person and that person and this person and that person. And then when the problem's resolved, it's never exactly where I thought it was going to be, but it works for me. It works. Bud says, I really should not talk so much. It's all my blabbering and chat mostly. That's good, honey. That's why we love you. 1776 says, check the bell to get all notifications, Lamau. She's letting y'all know who are still out there lurking to ding, ding, ding on that bell. Because you never know when I don't know. I think I went live for like 45 seconds yesterday. Yeah, before I rebuilt OBS. I did. Did you get to see anything? Thank God, no. The camera came on, but I was sitting over here without clothes on. But I was in the dark, okay? But I was in the dark. So I could see that the camera was shining up over the head like it was when we first came on. It was all in the dark. You weren't going to see anything. It was only going to be just long enough to test and see if the AMD whatever thing needed to be, which that's why a little bit ago when I said, are we still streaming? Because YouTube Studio asked for the same damn encoder. And I'm like, oh, this is going to piss me off because now YouTube's asking for the same encoder that the Stream Elements was asking for. So I'm just saying. 1776 says, yep, Snipe has a good family. I'm telling you, we want Mama Snipe. Puddletown says, his mama will never get a coochie wash. I feel like I should drive up there. Puddletown says, his mama wants it. She just knows the son she bared. The sons, there's more than one. Look, Snipe said before they bought it, he was not going to be the installer of said thing. I cannot hold it against him. He was honest about it from the start. Okay? So it's the other son who has the responsibility. I feel like, what if I paid for a plumber to come install it? You know, Christmas is coming. Christmas is going to be here in no time at all. What if I had a plumber go install it? 1776 says, I think Snipe would absolutely die if Mama Snipe came on to chat. No, not to chat, to chit chat. There's a difference. You chat. I would want her to come on and chit chat. And yes, we all have questions. Yes, we do, baby. I would love to chit-chat with her, just to chit-chat with her. Puddletown says, we need to publicly shame the boys for not giving their mama her dying wish of a clean coochie. 1776 says, nope, no shaming needed. She just ain't going to get that clean coochie. I think we've definitely shamed Snipe enough that he's over the shame of it all and is now just enjoying the fun of it all. But we really need to start picking on brother. Now, I don't know if it's big brother or little brother, but we need to start picking on that brother until Mama shows up and tells us to stop. Ooh, that's a good plan. I'm just saying. Puddletown says, I will adopt Mama Snipe and I will install the fucking bidet myself. I think Snipe takes good care of her. I do too. He's just not a plumbing savant. No, he said he's not. He owned up to that before they even decided to do it. And his brother isn't for not installing it. Well, some holes aren't really sure that they get how the whole thing works. So, you know, but Puddletown says, Mama Snipe, I'm coming, darling. So Puds and I are going to come over and we're going to install that shit for you. So you might want to go over to Sister's house for a while because I'm afraid there's going to be some language between the two of us. 1776 says maybe Big Brother could come on too. Well, he should come on just so we could make him feel bad about the bidet. 1776 says ding dong, wait, ding 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 of your phone could have been something or someone. ding, ding, ding of your phone could have been something or someone. Well, I don't know. It might have been an email, but it wasn't anybody in Discord. Okay. And it wasn't anybody in my email unless it was in my work email, which I don't want to look at. So, anyway, Puddletown retracted something, and I'm hoping that he rewrote it, but don't retract. Puddletown says, "You found your doggo then, and I was a kid and found my car as an abandoned baby and nursed her back to health. Had her 20 years. I think I already told you that. I don't remember what kind of car was it. I had a Volkswagen, and
It
well,
was a cat. He meant to say cat. He
oh,
told
a
us
cat.
about it in
Oh, yeah.
Discord.
No, you did. See, you said car. I took it literally. Yes, a cat. See, dog and cat. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, you did tell us about your cat. You sure did. And weren't they special animals? And they're just special like that. I'm just saying. And Brutus was such a good dog. He was racist, but he was such a good dog. But it was so much fun for me to be able to tell people that I had this little itsy bitsy dog called Brutus and come on over and meet him. And then before I unleash the gate, and I'd have the people at the gate, I'd get Brutus to come around that corner and they'd be like, "See ya." They'd see that big old dog. Nope. He did bite my brother Delton once in the tummy. But I think Delton was trying to take out the trash, and Brutus thought that he was A, either trying to steal something, or B, he ran over Brutus's paw with the trash can and said, "Ow." I'm not sure how that went, but it was like, Brutus don't bite. What you talking about, Willis? So he attacked, but he didn't bite. See how that went? I mean, he weighed 200 and something pounds, like 200, over 200. He was a 200-pound Saint Bernard. So if he attacked you and you went tumbling and rumbling, you were attacked. That's just how that went. 1776 says, the "did you" was in the second song that happens. It is said, I couldn't remember the actual title. Oopsie. I'm quite sure it says, it is said, I'm hard to like. I'm hard to this. It's everything that somebody has said about me is probably right there in this. Hold on just a moment. I have an idea. Let's see if that works any. Look, I turned on one light. It works. Damn, it's bright. Anyway, oh, well, yeah. I don't want to go into that, but that song was taking what somebody had said about me to put me down, but was supposed to be a mirror to the individual to let them know, really? Did you think seriously that your behavior made me trying to be who I really am easy? Because I started to build walls, and I knew I was building walls. And did the individual ever think that the next person was going to have a harder time getting in? I love that next person something fierce. I do. I love her something fierce. We're going to get together one of these days. But don't think that I didn't put boulders up between us because of the fact that I gave so much of my heart to somebody, and just sit there and watch them take advantage of every single one. And then it made me think, I almost married a person that did the same thing. And it's like, have I learned? Is this one of those repetitive lessons in life? And then again, went through it, started to go through it with somebody else and went, nope, not doing it. Oh, move on. So yeah, that's that one. I know which one. I don't know it. I don't. There's so many of my songs in my intro. They are written on the fly at the moment I have the mood, so I don't know. Puddletown says, I begged my mom to keep the kitty. She lost. Look, there is apparently a thing that my dad and I had alike. My daughter figured it out, and I didn't figure it out until I was explaining to you guys about Brutus. Okay? My daughter knew in order to be able to have an animal, all she had to do was say, here, hang on. Here, hold this, Mom. I'll be right back. And she would run out and give me 10 minutes, and then she'd come back and say, can I have it? And of course, I'm already in love, so yes, right? That was the same thing with my dad. That was the same thing with my dad. When he saw Brutus coming back around, and he had to wait for me to get the approval of my mother, it was too late. His heart had already made the decision. His heart was my heart. So we got the dog, and the lady was gone before my dad even got to dare my mom to get it, and my mom ended up loving that dog. But I will say, my mom weighed 98 pounds and she buckled that dog on all fours. She punched that dog in the snout one time with the broom and he went down. I don't know what he had done wrong, but he deserved it. I remembered that. I wasn't mad at her because he was bad. And she hit him upside the nose with that broom, and his knees all four buckled. And it's like, my mama can take a 200-pound dog down. Don't be messing with her ass. But then I did later, so, it's okay. So, yeah, my dad got the dog after all. Puddletown says, my mama and I sat in my car bawling when I had to put the cat down. See? Mm-hmm. She didn't want the cat, and then she just couldn't not have the cat. I see how it is. The vet assistant hugged me, and I felt like a murderer signing the paper. I know, but they should make it legal at a certain point to stop pain. I don't care on what kind of a being you are, but that is the most humane thing I think there is. He says, I couldn't drive. Mama loved that cat too. My dad said he didn't like cats, but every cat I had, my dad fell in love with. My dad had a belly, and we were watching TV one night, and my dad was playing with the cat during the commercial, and then the movie came back on, so my dad stopped. And the cat's laying there in my dad's lap, looking up at him. And then he looks back down and he sees that little inch of belly sticking out. That cat grabbed that little inch of belly, and my dad about freaked the fuck out. And I thought the cat was going to die. And my dad said, well, I guess there's no off button with this one. He didn't even get mad at the cat. He realized it was his fault. He got the cat all excited during the commercial. And then just because the show came on, he expected the cat to know show's on, stop. And it didn't happen that way. It was absolutely adorable. Then here's one for you. We had a motorhome and we traveled across the country a lot back in the time where it was not a common thing. So anyway, my mom was asleep. I was asleep. I think my brother was with one of my uncles. My dad's driving. My cat is roaming around the cabin freely. Yes, I took my cat on vacations with us. Geez, what are you going to do? Leave the poor thing at home? So anyway, the cat's keeping my dad company, and he gets up and he starts to walk across the dashboard. And my dad's got, because motorhomes have the windows on the side, right? So my dad's got the window open, so he's getting fresh air while he's driving. And the cat walks over, and he walks to the window, and he goes to jump out. My dad's cruising along, and he just reached out, grabbed the cat by the tail, and brought him back in the motorhome. The cat tried to commit Harry Carey. How many people have stories like this, right? It's not normal, but I do. So my dad closed his window and he just told the kitten, you can't do that. You've got 8 more lives left. Okay, so then it's time for us to wake up. My dad tells me and my mom the story, and we're just like, oh my God, because my dad, he did have fast reaction. He really had good reflexes. thank God to that cat because that cat would have been dead, totally dead. But my dad loved every single one of those cats. And when that cat tried to jump out the window, that cat was forever my dad's from that moment on. Puddletown says that cat got me through my childhood and into my adulthood. It was my bunny rabbit who did that to me. And then after the bunny, who his name was Sunshine, it was Brutus. I'm telling you, I was going through a lot during those things. So, yep, they got us through a lot. Puddletown says that cat had all of my secrets. Isn't it crazy? And Puddletown's laughing at Brutus being an alcoholic dog. An alcoholic racist dog. I'm telling you, my brother Rodney had such a hard time going in the backyard until he had to have a one-to-one with Brutus and explain to Brutus that if it was going to come down to one of them, Brutus was going to be a rug. And every since then, I'm telling you, it was like Brutus understood, okay, you are the only one allowed in the backyard. Yeah, brother Anthony, he wasn't allowed back there. No, brother Anthony had to stay in the house. No backyard for you. That we'll work on your car for you. No. It was a thing. It just was a thing. 1776 said something about, oh no, that happened. Oh no, sorry that happened. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, it happened and it's done. 1776 says, good catch and mute, unmute. Is that when the dogs were barking or when I was sneezing? 1776.
You were sneezing.
I was sneezing. It was hard. I was worried I was not going to get to it in time. Boy, that sneeze was building up, and it was like a lot coming in behind it, like the fuck position. So anyway,
oh Lord,
tied that shit together, didn't I? So anyway, 1776 says that would be awesome for you to make the t-shirt for Bobby. Oh, I will. There will be, before I die and leave this planet, Bobby's going to get that t-shirt. He's going to, because he's the only one that I've ever heard that says, I would pay for that. And I'm like, I would never make you pay for that. No, that's Bobby. No. Anyway, at 7:16 my time, and it's currently 7:58, so we're not an hour or more behind yet. Puddletown says, you love all the old music I love. I'm telling you, that was the bestest of music in Everland, and the best travel, the best turn it up and drive. Just drive. I just love my hair flying in the wind and being loud and cruising and feeling the heat of the air.
The Oak Ridge Boys and all of them.
See, now here's the thing. Either the Oak Ridge Boys or, God dang it, the Statler Brothers. Okay?
Yes.
I don't know which one. Two of them are my cousins. See how that works? The Reed Boys. The Reed Boys. That's all I can say is the Reed Boys. The two Reed Boys are my cousins. I was like, and my mom said, and I'm like, and she's like, would you look at them and now look at your grandmother? Oh. She goes, is that going to be enough now? Oh, yeah. I don't look like my grandmother, but I look like my grandmother. I know it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, no, those were all the good old music days. They were the bestest of music days. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. You know,
Eddie Rabbit.
Oh, he was the best to do the Flying 8 with. Mm-hmm. And I could do the Flying 8 as a couple. My friends and I, my male friends and I, so it was apparently me, decided to start doing the Flying 8. That was a dance, by the way, and work it out where we could do it as a couple. And so I had 3 dance partners that I could do the Flying 8 with couples. It was great. It was fun. I did all of those dances back in the day, all of them. And now I can't do nothing. Hell, I can't even clog anymore. It's so sad. But yes, I love old music. I love it. They're the best going for a drive in Everland. I have all the CDs so that, when I do want to go on a road trip, I have all of my CDs. I just have to put them back in my car. The guy who was detailing my car always made me clean out my car. So now I had everything taken out of my car. Now I have to find out where I put everything because all of my CDs are not in my car. And the other day I was driving somewhere and I wanted to put one of the CDs in and I couldn't find my CDs because they were in a paper bag somewhere in my house or my garage. And I don't know where because once you have everything cleaned out and then you start again and then the next month you have to clean out your car again, you get another paper bag and it never goes where the first paper bag is. And I'm like, now I got to find all that shit. I know it's in the garage. It's not in the house. But I'm just saying, still, I want to find my CDs. And it's the summertime is coming, and I'm going to be doing a lot of beach trips. And on the way down to the beach, you can bet all that old music is going to be playing loud out of my vehicle. It is. That's how that works. 1776 is, Queen was enjoying watching chat. Lamau, she sure was. She does that. Pud says, I need to borrow your hose. The kids outside are screaming. I have a power sprayer. That'll take the skin right off them kids who are screaming.
Or if their feet out from underneath them would be more fun.
Yeah, well, there's that too. I'm going to be really honest. I yell at the dogs because you know how the kids are outside screaming because they're having a good time? The dogs do the same thing. So I yell at the dogs, all of the dogs, even if I'm at the beach and Ditto's found a stranger and they're both yelling, I start yelling at the dogs that there is no yelling. If any yelling's going to go on, it's going to be me doing the yelling, not them. Stop yelling. And all of a sudden they start playing without the yelling. And the parents are like, you're insane. And I'm like, yeah, but now I know they're not fighting. Because you can't tell with dogs, they sound like they're fighting. So, you know, if they're not making the noise, then you know that they're just doing the kids on the street yelling thing. And then they're just having fun. And it's great. And everybody knows to stay away from me in public because I'm the crazy woman yelling at the dogs to don't yell. It works in so many different ways for me. This is how I keep people away from me. You know, sometimes the guy walking down the street talking to himself just doesn't want to be fucked with. Do you ever think of that? There's nothing wrong with him. He just doesn't want to be fucked with. See how that works? Puddletown says, Queen watching what absurd thing I will say next. Did you give the neighbor a full moon? No, my butt was in britches at the moment. It was in the britches, but I'm always bending over. And I have it over when I'm wearing like a dress and I'll reach back to wonder if I'm covering everything. I don't know if I'm covering everything when I'm bent over, but when I pulled the material down, it would then cover everything. But I don't know if it's covering everything. Maybe there's a little wind breeze. You know what? The way I look at it is stop fucking recording my front yard and I don't have to worry about what's getting your husband off when he's in the bathroom or when he's behind you. Because I ain't going to worry about it because it don't affect me. If he gets hard, congratulations. It's probably my fault, not yours. I'm just saying. See how I am? I am that kind of person. I don't like her much. Can you tell?
Yeah, a little bit.
I just don't like her much. Go ahead, ask me how my weekend was, and I'll let you know it was condom fucking free. Or, no, sorry, dildo fucking free. It's always condom fucking free. Yeah, she did. She waited like a year and a half after she gave me those, and then had the nerve to shout across the street to me, how was your weekend? As if I had forgotten. And my reply was, dildo fucking free. She ran into her house. Think she might have been figuring out the problem. I'm just saying. Puddletown says, oh, wait, no, said that. 1776 says, I've been subbed to your little brother for about as long as yours, Winnings, and T3's channel. Lol, that was before I knew he was little brother. Yeah. Yeah. Every since, because he's come on my channel a couple of times. And what's funny is because I'm apparently said to be egotistical. Okay, congratulations. That's good. So I know one time that he came on, and Steve had me have um, a gal he knew, and he was a little bit worried about her. Um, she was being a little bit depressed, so he asked me to invite her onto my stream, and so that we could all have fun together and everything. So I had her come on stream. We were talking. She was in awe that she was on the stream and all of that. And I invited little brother to come on stream, and so little brother came on stream, and she went over the moon in awe, and I just let those two talk. Just let those two have the stream. Just chit chat. Little brother and I hardly spoke at all on that stream. He was on for another one. I don't remember what we did on that stream, but I know he's been on my stream twice. I've been on his stream a couple of times. But then, somebody pulled that bullshit about him lying about, I don't know how to say it. Anyway, somebody lied about some events and made a big to-do out of it. And then all of a sudden it was like, I have leprosy, and everybody still likes to make sure everybody else knows about that. So Celestial Nova, just stop. So, and then Little Miss Ghost came along and added to it. And then, somebody else came along and added salt to the wound. So it's like, still love them. We know that not everybody is everybody's cup of tea, but there's still love. So, yep, that's little brother and I in a nutshell. Puddletown says, I used to walk around the house naked until one day my neighbors broke in and closed my blinds. And all you should have done.
Dogs are barking.
Can you stop? Just stop. Okay? There was a horn down the street that honked, and then you yelled. There was no need. Stop. Just stop. Then I clapped my hands. It took twice, and then you came over to me. And now you got Ditto getting ready to activate. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. I sometimes I swear she can hear. I'm just saying. Sometimes I swear she can hear. Because the horn honked down the street and she got up and barked. Does that make any sense?
Well, she didn't like the sound of the horn.
For a deaf dog, that's pretty funny, ain't it?
Yep. I don't think she's totally deaf anymore. I think she can hear some.
I think she's getting more and more, and she doesn't understand what sounds are.
Yeah.
She's starting to understand what the meaning of some words are supposed to mean. What I think she's getting that. She doesn't understand that they're words, but yeah, I think she's got some of her hearing tuned in, and when she doesn't understand a sound, it scares the living hell out of her, so she's going to go bark at it. And she comes to me and says, come on, human, protect me. And I'm like, just stop. It's okay. Because she has to learn it's going to be okay. I'm just saying. Puddletown says, that alcoholic dog needed to be in Burt Reynolds' movies. Why did that not happen? That's a good question. Oh, because we didn't know Dar Robinson until a couple of years after the dog was gone. We met Dar. That would have been good because we met Dar a couple of years after the dog was gone. Because Dar would have been the avenue for Brutus and Bert to have met. That would have been the avenue. I'm just saying that would have done it. You're right, Puds. That would have worked out real well. Pud says, I'm random tonight. Sorry, thoughts are out of order. Have you met me? Seriously. You're going to apologize? Have you met me? I'm not sure because I highlighted this. So hold on. Yep, that's what that was. 1776 is true. Not all cocks are the same. I was like, she did not put a cock in that. And she sure did. She did. That's a beautiful cock, too. I just got to say. Puddletown says, yes, not all roosters are the same. 1776 says, oh, I hear Ditto dreaming. He was over there having a good old one, wasn't he? And then she says, well, you've pondered if she's partly deaf or if she's just her brain not connecting the words. I think Cuz is right, is that her hearing pieces with her growing and aging are starting to connect. But I also still think she has some brain damage going on. And so she doesn't understand everything. But she is working so hard at, like, she's got weight, okay, at the door. She knows that the word wait is there. So we can be in the backyard and I can tell her to wait and she'll stop and wait. So she may not know that I'm saying wait, but she knows what that sound means is the word wait. So she's going to wait. So she is doing good. She really is. 1776 says, I was just meaning Bodie not being there right now, not forever. Got it. Okay, well, it's still going to be a thing. And Ditto is a jealous husband. He sure is. It's a husband. See, that's why I call her a sister wife. I'm just saying, his sister wife. She is his sister wife. So yeah, because he gets jealous. So he's a husband that got jealous. He ain't getting sex either way we go about it. 1776 is Lamau and laughing and then saying, damn it, ass top chat. Make sure you're all in live chat, folks. Come on. She keeps getting thrown over into top chat. Yeah, if you go somewhere and then you try and come back, you know what? They're going to put you right back in top chat every time. Bud says, when I adopt Mama Snipe, and install that fucking bidet, Snipe and brother can't come to Thanksgiving. Oh, I love it. But the problem is Snipe's going to, oh, you like to cook too. Oh, this might work out for Mama Snipe. This might work out for Mama Snipe. Yeah. Because you also like to cook. Oh, Mama Snipe, we got plans for your future and a bidet. So can we say we got plans for Mama Snipe's ass?
Literally.
I'm not sure we should have said that, but that was fun.
It'll be all right.
That was fun for me. Snipe, we love you. So anyway, Puddletown says the phone dinging was Mama saying, help me. That's a good one. And then Pud says, some walls are good. They keep the toxic people out as long as your wall has a door and the good people have a key. I don't know that they have a key. I let them in, and then when I find out they're not good, I catapult them the fuck over the wall. I'm good at that. Puddletown says, now get back out there, grasshopper. I'm always trying to get back out there. 1776 says, yep, don't be messing with us, short stuff. I'm just saying. 1776 says, Lamau with the cat getting the belly. I'm telling you, I can't even remember which cat that was. I had so many cats growing up. That little, he was just a little kitten at the time. Just a little kitty cat at the time. And yep, got that little 1 inch thing. And my dad was known to have a temper, but he couldn't have a temper then because I thought he was going to hurt that cat. I really did. And then he didn't. And I was like, oh my God, how great was that, right? It was just, it was so true. You get them all riled up doesn't mean you can just turn them off like that. It's not like a woman where you suddenly hit the wrong hole. I'm just saying. Pud says, I'm happy. Cuz finally got that one. Well, isn't that a great turn off sometimes? Bud says, I'm happy because some of my comments got shitty to tell us awesome stories. That's what this chat is all about. 1776 says, they are great stories for sure. It's unfortunate that they're true too. 1776 says the cat I had in grade school used to like to torture my bio dad in the middle of the night. She would unlock the bedroom door and go sit on his head. And when he was asleep, he was allergic, and she knew it. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Now, my dad had a friend that used to give me a ride to school every morning. So I'm not exactly sure whose friend Glenn was, but he was also the same one that got fixed and after the first kid, and his wife got pregnant the second time, and so my mom accused my dad of fucking her, and then my friend Glenn went back in and got fixed the second time, and then she got pregnant a third time, and my parents got a divorce soon after. I'm just saying, it might have balanced out. Those were definitely Glenn's kids. But anyway, he was allergic to cats. I know, squirrel much? Never. That's how you know I have an ADHD brain, because I'm all over the place. If you tried to draw a map of my thought, it'd be up to you. But anyway, so Glenn was allergic to cats. And he came to pick me up for school, but I had been awake delivering, I think it was 9 kittens all night. And my mom told him, "Oh no, she's not going to school all day. The cat just had kittens. She had to help birth every single one of them." So he's getting ready to go to work, but he has a horrible, deathly allergy. But he just had to see all these kittens. So he came into my room to see all the kittens, and he was just like, "They're so cute." One of them was just a little runt, and he was a gray little kitten. He was the runt of the whole batch. And I showed him the little runt, and I said, "His name is Roy. He is named after a boy I went to elementary school with. He was so tiny that we all gave him such a funny little thing, because he was the runt of all of us. So we're calling this one Roy." Well, Roy ended up going to live with Glenn, because Glenn came in to see those kittens every single day after that mama had the babies. He would come in before work, on the way to school, and then he would come home after work just to hang out with the kittens before he went home with his family. And he realized a couple of weeks into it, he was not having any cat allergies. So there's something with the newborn kittens that helped him build up the thing to where he was no longer allergic to cat. He took Roy home, and Roy lived with him for at least until my parents got a divorce that I know of. A long time. I don't know how long, but Roy lived with them for a very, very long time. So anyway, yeah, it was really cool. So having an allergy to a cat can be. Now she is in the backyard doing.
There they go again.
He's right.
Yep.
Thank you. Can you deactivate? Come here. Come here. You don't have to do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Bouncing ears. I don't know if you guys have bouncing ears. You don't, but you have a big snout on your stream. Not my big snout. You have Ditto's big snout. Oh, he just ran outside. Nope, she just ran in. Ditto says, hell, no, I was getting my butt rubbed. I'm staying right where I was. So, but yeah, no. Well, I don't know why you're out there barking. Because you're weird. Because you're weird. Because you're weird. Because you are totally weird. Yes. Yes. Y'all get to see the you're not seeing the puppy cam. The doggy cam. Oh, well, they're back outside. They're going to go out there and bark. I'm sorry tonight that the dogs are barking. Well, apparently they're not going outside. I don't know what they're doing. Excuse me. Here's one thing I can tell you that I know about dogs. You never know what dogs are thinking. That's what I know about dogs. You can't tell if they're going to do this or do that. You never know. So anyway, that's how you can help people who are allergic to kitty cats stop being allergic to kitty cats. But you better have a whole lot of kittens, and you really shouldn't be having any kittens because there's enough cats, But still, it's a thing. 1776 is agreed they were the best of music days. And Pud says, I'm asking all the right questions tonight. You just keep it up, sweetheart. 1776 says, Shitty, oopsie, I didn't mean to bring up salt stuffs. Don't you dare worry. You're fine. You were here through some of it, so don't you worry. 1776 says, Celestial saw something. Did she see it or imagine hearing it? Because sometimes she imagines hearing shit. So I wouldn't doubt if she didn't imagine hearing something. Because especially if it was in the backyard, she imagined it. If it was in the front yard, it's a 50-50 imagination. I've gotten up and looked outside, and there's not been a goddamn thing but a bumblebee outside. So she ain't seen no bumblebee, okay? She just gets it in her mind. She gonna bark. She gonna do it. Puddletown says, Dog laughed at my naked joke. Probably. 1776 says, she probably can hear certain frequencies. Have you heard my voice? Have you heard my voice? I mean, I can tell you when I sneeze, she hears that shit. So she's getting to where she doesn't freak out so much about those, but she used to freak out about them. But now she just kind of looks at me like, how many more of them are there? And 1776 says she's just learning the words. I don't think she's smart enough to learn them all, but she's got weight figured out because weight will hurt her. If she don't wait, she we're gonna have a discussion face to face here. Are you looking at me? And people are like, aren't you afraid she's gonna bite you? No, I'm not. She's just trying to figure out what the last thing that she did was that might have got me to have that face-to-face with her. I'm not hurting her. I'm not scaring her. I'm having a face-to-face conversation with her. So it's a thing. 1776 says, how you hanging in there, Queen? I know. She's over there laughing. I think she's getting work done on the server, but I'm not hearing as much clicking as I used to.
No, I'm not. I'm just kind of hanging out.
You just relaxing? Are you bored? I mean, I'll give the reading over to you.
No, you're reading it fast enough and catching the stuff. You're good. Keep going.
Okay. You know, I am used to her having to be doing things for the server. And when it's her and Snipe, they like to read. Do you know that he made me read The Boys? I think. I don't know. I didn't do it very well.
He made you switch it up?
Yes.
He was worried about what Puddles was going to make him say, huh?
You two do so well. And then he has me come, and I can't remember what part I'm supposed to be reading. And I screwed it all up. Y'all do it so well. But, yeah, I come along and I screwed it up something fierce. But, yeah, I think he was worried about Puddletown, what he was going to have him say. Pud says, I love how Heidel tries saying, make sure not to top chat, y'all, Heidel. I think I'm the only character and you are my mod. The only chatter. The only chatterer. The only chatter. The only chatter. And you are my mod. I'm sorry. I had to not look at the word. I had to get it in my head. So I love how Heidel tries saying, make sure not in top chat, y'all. Heidel. I think I'm the only chatter and you are my mod. Well, you know, sometimes the horse only needs one rider. I don't know where that came from, but it sounded good. Puddletown says, Mama Snipe gonna get in all her holes.
Oh, okay. No.
That might be going too far for Mama Snipe. 1776 says, what my fucking ass off. She put a beautiful cock in it. She sure did. I'm dead. Wait, what? Too bad that wasn't
the cockadoodle rooster emoji she stuck on there.
Oh my God, I did.
You said it was beautiful cock. You said it was a beautiful cock, remember?
I did. Now I remember saying that. Yes. Oh my God. See, Bobby is probably still back there clipping it, but see, he doesn't always let us know when he's clipping, right? So the thing is then he can come in and put him something that we didn't think he got, okay? But it was a beautiful cock. Uh-huh. It was. It was. And if it is clipped, just everybody remember that that's what I'm talking about. 1776 is Miss Ya Bobby. And Puddletown says Bobby probably clipped that. Puds, I would about bet. There's only been a couple of streams where he said he was going to have to go back and listen to, because he does while he's playing his games, he listens, and then it's God only knows something is said like that. He probably writes the time down and goes back and gets it, or just pauses whatever he's doing and does it right then. I love him and him being able to do that. It's his art. I love him for it. It's funny as stuff. 1776 says, Puds, I don't just try, I do. When told I can't do, depending on what it is, I say, oh really? Here, hold my beer. Watch this. And 1776 says, I saw the bouncing ears. Ditto's got the cutest little ears. I'm just saying. Pud says, Mama Snipe explained. I meant mouth hole food. Coochie hole bidet cleaning and backdoor hole food. Out. Get it?
Oh, no.
Okay. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah. I'm not sure we're getting much better, but we know what you're trying to say. 1776 says, Shitty, don't worry about the dogs barking. It is lovely hearing them. I bet your dogs are just loving the hell out of it, aren't they? Follow Town says, anyway, we didn't talk fast enough. Not, I'm catching up, and I'm sorry, but my tongue ain't even tired. 1776 says, I do the face-to-face with my dogs, too, when needed. See? And people are like, aren't you afraid they're going to bite you? No, they should be afraid if they do, though. But no, she's not going to bite me. She knows she got it good. Puddletown says, I love making Snipe say twisted stuff.
And there went another clip a while ago, and you didn't even notice it.
Which one?
My tongue
I do the face-to-face with my dogs?
My tongue ain't even tired.
Oh. Well, see? Oops, did I do that?
Again. Yep.
Right, again. You know, I'm glad that y'all love me. Puddletown says he was reading the girls and I couldn't tell the difference. And then 1776 says, yes. And Snipe said, can we switch women and men? That was when he was talking to Queen. And I'm like, oh my God, did he just say that? And I didn't want to even let on that I thought that was weird. And then somebody else caught it. And I'm like, okay, see, it's not just me. It was weird. Because it was so honest. That's the best, is when it's so honest. And, you know, that's what I like about all of us getting together, is that it's like, this is, y'all know what we mean. We just say shit that's funny, and then the others just take it sickly.
Yep. There's always someone on the, what do you call that?
I'm just going to say the sickly side. Because we're always going to be ready to go, oops, yep. We get that. We're perverse enough to switch that up. I love that about us. I don't know always on the what, honey. I don't know. Are you?
What's the phrase when someone's got a dirty mind? They're always, their mind's in the gutter. That's it.
Oh yeah, in the gutter. There you go. I'm like, perverse, damn it, perverse.
What the fuck is perverse? I've never heard that one.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's okay. Define perverse. I don't even know how to fucking spell it. Okay, perverse.
I mean, that's not even a word in my vocabulary. Perverted, maybe. Perverse? What the fuck? That sounds like you're going backwards. You're going in reverse.
Perverse describes someone or something that is stubbornly contrary, deliberately deviated from what is considered normal, right, or expected. It often implies an obstinate refusal to comply with reason or taking a strange, twisted pleasure in doing something the opposite of what is desired. Perverse.
That's too fancy.
Yes, it was a fancy word. It was a fancy word. I don't know where it came from, but it came to mind. It was a perverse.
Okay, so you had an educated moment, but we're not normally that educated around here.
I know. I don't even know where the word perverse came from because I can't think of anybody that I knew that used it. It must have been a word I heard in school. I don't know.
You had a moment.
I did. I had an educated moment, like Cuz said. It was totally educated. 1776 says, sometimes the horse only needs one rider. I don't need no ride or want to ride. Come on, honey. If it's a long one, it might be good. Puddletown says, Heidel, you ain't reach the top cupboard. You can't reach the top cupboard. Heidel is laughing. 1776 says, ain't Puddle. Pud says, can't or can't, Heidel. Puddletown says, and we're caught up. 1776 says, I have step stools. I have them all over the place. I have step stools for that, Puddletown. Okay, wait. So you've seen the shorts of the dogs eating their I'm sorry. Somebody called me just utterly disgusting or absolutely disgusting or something because I put ice.
Well, I don't think they were calling you disgusting. I think they were talking about the dog food with the ice was disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know how that's disgusting. So, but anyway.
I think they were picturing it getting soft and mushy.
Oh, yeah. No, it don't stick around that long. But so anyhow, where was I going?
They might have got taken out of context just a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm going for where I'm going.
They caught you in that moment.
Yeah, they did. And so anyhow, in that picture where I said, look, if I'm going to be absolutely disgusted, I'm going to go all the way with it. And then I show Celestial eating her dinner with the ice in it. And if you look, Heidel, remember we've had this discussion with regards to my fire extinguisher. My fire extinguisher is in the spittoon right there next to Celestial. If you didn't see it, go back and see it. There's Celestial eating her ice, and then there's the spittoon, and every now and then you can see in the spittoon is the fire extinguisher. Well, that's on the west side of the refrigerator. On the east side of the refrigerator is my step stool. My well, it's not a stool. It's a three-step ladder. There you go, a 3-step ladder. That thing goes all around in the living room, the dining room and the kitchen. Then I have one in my bedroom, and then I have one for the other 2 bedrooms, and then I have all kinds of them out in the garage. And then I have one in the backyard. I'm telling you, I got them all over the place. I'm only 5'4". I may be shrinking. I don't know. I was 5'4 3/4, so I'm just going to own up to 5'4 now. I'm not completely short, but I ain't tall either. Okay, I'm sorry. The original was 6'6 1/2. If I needed the top of the refrigerator cleaned, he did it. My house was spotless because he did the top half. I did the bottom half. It was great. Now nobody's doing the top half. I don't even do the bottom half. Do you see how this works?
Or exactly. The bottom
half. Exactly. Now you're getting it. So anyhow, the house is not spotless at all anymore, top or bottom. But yep, Cuz caught it. So the whole thing is that I have those step stools or the step ladders just to get the stuff I need out of the second and the top, the middle and the top things out of the cabinets around, and or to get to the modem or to the router. I'm just saying I have to do everything around here because I'm short. Short people got no reason to live. But here we are, fucking annoying the hell out of the rest of you. I'm just saying it's a thing. So anyway, Puddletown says exactly, and then says Make sure you don't spill your tiny beer. Oh no, we drink regular size shit, honey. We might be short, but we drink regular size shit. We just handle it real well. Pud says, love you, Heidels. And then says, get your mind out of the gutter. You're blocking my view. Your mind already down there, huh? 1776 is law. It was me that caught the switching of men and women. You know, we have a good batch of fun people. Where's Cynthia? Anyway, 1776 is Puddletown law. Try a 40-ounce stein. Nothing little about my beers. Puddletown says that's too big for you. 1776 says no, Puds. It ain't too big of a stein. And I'm sorry, my brain went elsewhere. 1776 says, come on, honey. If it's a long, it did, and it had to have been a quiet, private squirrel because it was, funny and enjoyable all at the same moment. 1776 says, come on, honey. If it's a long one, it might be a fun ride. And 1776 goes right where my thought did. I'm just saying, I have hair in my mouth. I hate that. I thought I'd been on stream all night. Now I got hair in my mouth. Puddletown says,
what the hell?
I know, right? And then 1776 says, I agree, Queen, about the dog food. What did we say about the dog food? Oh, okay, about that guy thinking maybe it was because it would get wet. Yeah, I don't, that was wrong. I don't, unless somebody's got a toothache, I'm not feeding them soft food. I won't do that. Puddletown says, she put a beautiful cock in there. 1776 says, yes, we've had the discussion about the fire extinguisher, but see, now you've seen it. I wasn't lying. This is the thing. There's no good for me to lie because somehow or another, I'm going to be able to be proven a liar if I lie. So, because look, do I sound like I filter anything? Fuck no. So it'd be too easy. So see how the fire extinguisher and me telling you that it's over here next to where I feed the dog in a spittoon next to the refrigerator. Oh, and then all of a sudden, oh, look, the next thing I'm doing 2 months later is showing you a video of where the dog's food is next to the refrigerator. Oh, wait, there's the damn fire extinguisher. Might as well point out, again, no lie, 1776 says, I lost 2 inches since I was in my 20s. Bitch, how the hell did you do that? I guess you didn't have the original, like, stretching you out by the neck, because I'm thinking, oh, I could use that right now, too, by the way. I'm thinking maybe that's why I'm not shrinking like at the rate that everybody else is shrinking, is that he helped to straighten out my back way too many times, and so I didn't get to shrink up the way that I should. But I need to go in for that traction and get it to get all straightened out again. Oh, yeah, it just sounds like it's so good. Oh, I want to do that right now. Puddletown says, nobody's doing the top or the bottom half. Nobody's doing the top half or the bottom half. No, ain't getting done at all. 1776 says, no one's doing the top half or the bottom half. Y'all really, all three of you really enjoyed that one. Pud says, Heidel says, yeah. I've lost 2 inches since high school. I didn't know you had a penis. Oh my God. Hey, I'm over here. Hello. Did you miss me? I only ducked my head for a minute. Look at all the hair that you have on you. I have hair all over my house. Look. Okay, because, have you met me? I'm just going to go ahead and say what I'm going to say. So, Ditto was not feeling really well after I took him down for his shots, and he got a dewormer, and he got the runs, okay, which he's a beautiful white dog with a brown spot on his butt. And when that brown spot changes, I know it's not his birth-given brown spot, okay? That meant I had to give him a bath. So into the bath we go to clean up his new runny brown spot. Okay. So we're in the bathtub. I'm cleaning him up. I have a yoga ball that I set on when I'm giving him a bath. So we're in the bathtub, and he's let me give him a bath. He's such a good boy about that right now. And I get the comb, and it's called a rake, and I'm raking him, and he's got so much hair, and he's got an undercoat, and it just because I couldn't take him. I haven't been able to afford to take him to the beauty salon for the last 3 months. So he's got all this hair, and some of it is really matted. And so I'm combing him out, and I'm getting through the mat because it's like my hair. Okay. When it's dry, don't even try and get a comb through it, but it's so much easier to do when it's wet. Then I put some of my conditioner on it because my conditioner is like, trust me. Oh my God, you mean you thought you had a tangle? Because you don't have a tangle anymore. So anyway, I was doing that, and I got like 2 dogs, and all I did was just the rear quarter of him. Okay, like there was like 4 more of him to do, but I was only worried about this because I knew his tummy was not well because of these shots and the dewormer. And I didn't want to put him through a lot of stress, but he also knew he had stinky butt. That's what we call it. Not man. Oh no, that's good. It's okay. You don't got stinky butt. You good boy. You good boy. You don't have stinky butt. No, he don't like those words, and I didn't realize that he was right there. He's looking at me like I got stinky butt again. He don't like having stinky butt. But so anyway, we're in there, and I'm combing out all of this hair. He gets out of there. We get him all dried up. Oh, the best part of baths to him. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? The best parts of a bath to Ditto. Where are you going? Where are you going? The best part of a bath to Ditto is the towel. He loves the towel. He loves being wrapped up, having his head covered, having it all safely tucked. I got to get him a towel outfit. I really do, because he just loves that towel. So got him all in that towel, and then the towel goes on the bed in case somebody's going to throw up in the bed. That's why I have towels on my bed. Okay, I have a sheet for any dirt that they might bring in, and then I have towels in case somebody's going to throw up. And that way, then everything's all covered and everything's fine. And my beautiful bedding is still my beautiful bedding. So anyhow, the next morning we wake up, and he's got his whole body. It looks like he probably weighs 200 pounds. Okay. And then he's got this little itsy bitsy butt back there that has been dehaired, and it's all clean. It's beautiful white, and it's all clean, but there's no fluff hair back there. So today, bless his sweet little heart, I didn't give him a bath, but he just let me go and comb at least 2 dogs of hair off of him. He had so much hair. He just amazes me how much hair he has. So we had a lot of dog hair. Anyway, so cuz, do you want me to glue a dog together and send it to you? I'm really good at raising them.
Nope, I don't need any pets. I got a fish tank, and that's where I'm staying.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say, if you
It's
ever need one.
All the mess stays contained right there in that glass.
Well, I can put the dog in a glass and send it to you, because right now I give the dogs that I take off of him, instead of building another dog, I just put them in a bag and give them to the birds. The birds love them because it's soft hair. It's not fur, it's hair, if that makes any sense. Hi, what are you doing, little miss? I love you too. So anyway, yeah, it's a thing. Queen says, how did you get 2 inches to begin with, 1776? Did you kick him out of your garage? Lamau. Because you goofball. 1776 says, in height, Puddletown, Queen, I was 5'5" tall, but kicking out the garage was done when I left in 07. Can you not lick me? Thank you. She heard the not lick me, and she stopped. Puddletown says, Lamau. Queen says, Law. He got tossed in the garage sale, huh? That was good. She had a garage sale in 07, tossed him right out. Puddletown says, filtered. Cluck, no. 1776 says, I saw the extinguisher a while ago, though. Oh, God only knows then what I was doing in there. Well, we do have to remember that there was a day when the camera decided to show everybody my disastrous house, which it hasn't gotten, well, it's gotten like a little bit better, but it's not better. It's just not. Puddletown says, you tossed someone at a garage sale? Something like that. And Puddletown says, how's their salad now? 1776 says, lol, Queen. In so many words, yes, final sell was in 2012 and haven't looked back. I'm saying it works out well. What do you do? Puddletown says, it's probably her ex-pinus. She forgotten her purse. 1776 says, no, Puddletown. Puddletown says, oh, okay. And then says, begs Heidel for forgiveness. Hey, sorry, Heidel. Puddletown says, okay, I went too far. I'm sorry. I think we all recovered. Queen says, you're okay, Puds. She knows you're picking. And then 1776 says, Puds, I'm multitasking. Just saw you in chat. See, she does more than one. So, you know, she's not holding anything against you. That's why you're still cold, because she'd be warm and cuddly. So, Cuz, what would you like to do right now? We got like 15 minutes before we're going to release you. What would you like to do? Should we Google something? What would you like to Google?
I don't know. Let's watch what we Google, though.
Oh, really?
And how we Google it.
Are you sure? You're sure about that?
Yeah, unless you want to get smacked on the butt for a week again.
Oh, no, it's possible that it'd be like 6 weeks because I've already got one, you know?
Oh, okay.
I forget how they said they'd do that, but the second time would be longer and the third time might be the whole channel.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're special like that. Because they're so special like that. Okay. So I'm going to transition over to here, there. See, I'm going to talk and then talk and then I'm going to talk and then I'm going to talk and then I'm going to talk.
What the hell are you? Quit pushing the fucking button. God damn.
I think I've lost my mind. I was pushing the button as I said I'm not going to talk, but I'm just like playing and annoying myself. This is what happens when I live by myself. I do this all the time, just me. And tonight it's been a busy week. 1776 says, yes, Queen, we're all picking. And 1776 is law. I was taking care of, holy shit, where'd I go? I was taking care of my puppers. Oh, well, see, she's even more multitasking. And then says, Queen, I sent you links for the spider. Puddletown says, no spiders, no snakes. And then 1776 says, quit clicking shit, shitty. And then is laughing. Well, the thing is that she was getting it real time. And I'm going straight into her ear.
I'm looking at my TV right now, and you're nowhere. You've got your OBS thing on the screen. So you must be moving shit around.
Well, I did, but I'm here and you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sent us a link for the true facts of the mating dance of the peacock spider. It's kind of a pretty cool looking spider, really.
That one. Put it in the little thing down below, okay? See if you're looking at what the fuck did that do that for? Hold on. What are you doing? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on. No, stupid. Why you do that? There you go. There. Okay. We're here. We're all here. We're all here. So if you put it in the side chat that we have,
I know.
In this?
Give me a second.
Okay. So Puddletown says no, no, no. And then he runs away. 1776 says, it's cute and tiny, Puddletown. And Puddletown says, no, he don't like spiders. He don't like spiders and snakes. That ain't what it takes to love him.
I'm just overlooking the website to make sure it's not gonna.
She ain't gonna give me something that's gonna end up making us go to Rumble.
All right, okay. This is a website called My Science, so this one should be a good one.
Okay, you know what? Wait a minute. We should try. Okay, which one? What were you looking at it on your TV or were you looking at it on your laptop? Because we should try and have you do the share, the screen share. Which is 2 away from the microphone. We can just kind of like figure out a few things because we need to make sure that she can screen share. Oh, look at that. Holy shit, Batman.
Did it work?
Wait a minute. It's gonna wait a fucking minute. Okay, I'm clicking, folks. I'm clicking. I don't remember who's what where. Okay, but okay, so we're just gonna put Snipe back up here. We're just gonna make her Snipe right now because why not, right? So there's that. Okay, there's that. Is it always Snipe that has a hard time? Okay, here it comes.
He always has to wiggle his thing.
I know. That's when I'm like, shit, what the hell? Okay, so wait just a moment. Let me turn off this because we don't need to see that I'm hitting the mute button. That was just for shits and giggles and funs and stuffs. Okay, let me resize everything. Let me embiggen you over there, cause look at how easy this was. I'm not sure.
All right, I'm fixing to take my earpieces out real quick and switch over.
Okay. Did you put both earpieces in and they're running out of battery?
Yeah, hang on.
You always do one at a time, babe.
Well, I can't hear good that way.
Oh. Okay. I don't know, but that's a cute little head right there, Puds. Puds, you don't have to look at anything, but I'm going to tell you, if you look right now, you can't even tell it's a spider, but it's a cutie little bug. He's cute. You don't have to run off, honey. Puddletown says, I'm putting on my boots. I'm stepping on spiders. I'm making field goals, and I'm yelling, goal! And Pud says, I'm not looking. Okay, but she's not even showing the whole spider. But I want you just to look at this little, and look at, there's a face on it. Am I the only one that can see the face on it right there? I got to sneeze.
Can you hear me? Oh, you're muted because you're sneezing.
Okay, say something again.
Can you hear me okay?
Okay, yes, we can hear you okay. And yes, I was sneezing. Oh my gosh, this head. Could you do me a favor and not enlarge it? Okay. Or not, but can you take your mouse and just don't go go back up. Don't show that much of it. Just show the white part of it. Okay. Yeah. And just move your mouse around that white part and then go to the center where it's green. Yeah. Do you see the two eyeballs right there?
It's cool, like it's got a tongue sticking out.
It's got a face. Okay, you go right ahead and tell us what you want to tell us, because if you look at the screen, honey, you're screen sharing.
Okay. So that's his butt.
His butt is so cute. And Pedaltown's like, nope. He ain't playing this game. So we got to make the spider story quick.
Okay. So this is the peacock spider.
He's so cute.
And it says, the animal dances and lifts up its tail flap. So that's a tail flap.
It's cute.
Which resembles the abstract of an Indian blanket of intense color. Yeah, it kind of does resemble. Says the tiny creature hops about, lifts its legs up, alternately like a air traffic controller, gesturing this way and that. And its large furry mouth parts almost look like it's smiling or at least mildly amused at the atrocious act.
Outrageous act. At this outrageous act.
Sorry, don't know where that came from.
That's okay. We all have days.
It says, meet the peacock spider. Males from several species within this group of spiders put on a remarkable mating display to win over mates of the opposite gender. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
So he does a mating dance and he flaps his tail flap up.
Well, I'm telling you, that tail flap is absolutely adorable. He does not even look like a spider. It
looks like he's got red stripes across the top of his head. See that?
Yes, it does. It looks like he's got a landing gear right there.
He's got war paint and everything on like an Indian all doing their dance.
I'm telling you, he looks good. Pud says it's going to be goo on the bottom of my shoe. He doesn't like it.
Yes.
Pud says it does not live in the U.S.
No, I was trying to get to where...
I feel like his name is Otto.
Oh, and it's tiny.
Oh, yeah. Geez, that's the size of a tick. He's just a little itsy-bitsy thing. He's just the size of a tick. He wouldn't even be worth you lifting your leg. If you sneezed, he'd end up in the next county there, Buds.
Oh, look at that one. That one's blue.
Well, that one's got a face on it, too. And then with the YouTube play button right there, it looks like it's a mouth.
Yeah, is that cool looking?
That is cool looking. Okay, we got to find something other than spiders.
I know.
Pud's not comfy with spiders. He's going to have nightmares, and I don't want him to have nightmares. So look at that, though. She can share screen, guys. She can share screens.
Stop sharing. I think it did. Yeah. All right, Heidel. We can't do mini spiders.
Stays there. Yeah.
Go see if she gave you something.
Itsy, teeny weeny, itsy bitsy. Oh yeah, spider. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the
sun. All right, Puddletown, give us a Google. Give us a Google topic.
Gotta find
you
a
didn't
Google
like the spiders. Give us a topic. Y'all haven't been putting them in the channel over there, I don't think.
Well, you know what? But I never remember to go back. I never remember to go look. So what was the channel called? I'm going to go look. Google.
I'm over here. Google topics for streams.
Okay. Well, the first thing I saw was Melf and Well Fuck. Those are the first two things I found.
Well, if you go to the pin, I pin them in that channel. We have nurses reveal the worst things people have put up their butts.
I think that's going to get us going. I think that's going to get us going.
We have urban legends that turn out to be true.
Oh, 11 terrifying urban legends. Puddletown, what do you think? It was your idea. Mental floss article. It's a mental floss article. I don't know what that means.
I'm going to open it up.
Okay. Well, let's just do it. Because we've met me. I'm just a go-do-it doer. I'm just a let's do this shit. doer. There.
Rats in the toilet bowl. What's our topics? We've got rats in the toilet bowl, Cropsy, the leaping lawyer, the body under the bed, the Maine hermit, Candyman, Big Coptic, the legend of the Bunny Man, the legend of the Polypus, Charlie No Face, and All Too Real Corpse Decoration.
I don't know. I'm just resizing. Did you just read all 11 of those? Well, I
did. And then you go it just puts them in order.
Over here trying to resize it so that, people can see what the hell we're discussing next. So I'm making it all party and I'm resizing it, and then everybody can see it. Oh, wait, what? Go like that. There we go. We got to make it the right size. Why are you being so weird? What is this one? I don't know. Who is that one? Oh, that one was you. Hold on. Let me minimize Snipe over here, because we just used Snipe. So let's put him back where he was. I know this is all the stuff I should be doing behind the scenes, but here we go. 11 terrifying urban legends that turned out to be dun 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 true. Sounds good, doesn't it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Urban. First of all, I love this picture. It makes me think of the dude that was taken away by the UFO, and all of his friends were like, I don't know where he went. And then years later he returned, and he didn't age much, but they're all like, we don't want to admit it, but it's a truth. So urban legends, those unsubstantiated stories of terror that allow us to use our imaginations to fill in increasingly horrifying details with each retelling, have been with us forever. That's called folklore. Folklore, folks. While the internet has made the dissemination of them easier, humans have been goading one another with spooky anecdotes for centuries. So, what are you laughing at, cuz? I'm sure I said something that's wrong. Psychologists believe we respond to these tales because we have a morbid fascination with the disgusting. We also can't help but enjoy the gossip. Put those two things together and it makes for irresistible mix. Urban legends often come with a dose of skepticism. A dose? No, a killer with a hook hand has never terrorized necking couples. No, that was a dude with a gun. But sometimes these stories turn out to be true. Have a look, preferably under the covers and with a flashlight. You want to scare little Celestial Nova over here? Turn on a flashlight. She doesn't understand the light. She doesn't understand it. And these 11 terrifying tales that actually happen. Okay, we're gonna read Rats in the Toilet. There's no picture. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe there is.
No, there's not.
Well, that's not fun. Rats in the toilet. You stagger into the bathroom at 3 a.m. to relieve yourself, groggy with sleep. You lift the lid and position yourself over the toilet. You hear splashing. Splish, splash. I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday. Hello, sweetheart. Turning on the light, you see a rat looking back at you from the toilet bowl. You're never the same again. You wouldn't be, because you'd never piss in the dark, right? Sometimes I go into the restroom in the middle of the night thinking, is there going to be a snake under the lid when I raise it? And I go and turn the light on to the toilet or to the bathroom, and then I raise the lid. Yeah, it's a thing, let our mind screw us, but mind, well, leave that alone. Mind has something to do with fact. I'm just saying, it happens. It fucking happens? Then growing to adult size. Wait, urban legends about animals in sewers have been a staple of scary stories, particularly the one about baby alligators being flushed down toilets and then growing to adult size in waste chemicals. These are most often told about New York. They're not true. While alligators and crocodiles have been found in New York, they're generally released and found above ground. And it's thought that New York is too cold for them to survive for very long. But finding a rodent in your toilet inches from very vulnerable areas of your body is a particular kind of domestic terror, the one that happens to be possible. Don't let them bite your goods. Don't let them bite your goods. If your goods are hanging in the water, don't let the rat bite them. Drain plumbing for toilets is typically 3 inches in diameter or more. Plenty of space for a rat to climb up. The animals are attracted to sewage lines due to undigested foods and feces and can travel through pipes before emerging through an opening and into your bathroom. And yes, rats can be somewhat testy when they complete their journey. One aquatic rodent bit the rump of a female victim in Pittsburgh, Virginia in 1999. In Seattle, the issue is common enough that public officials have given advice on what to do in case you encounter one. How about you put a fucking screen in your toilet so that shit doesn't happen? I'm just saying. No. I don't care that my turd never goes down the toilet again. I don't know. I don't know how I would. I can't. No, not. If it's that big of a thing in Seattle. Seattle is a rat-infested pile of, oh my God. Okay, so what is this the trailer of?
Cropsy.
Right. Is it a movie or what is it?
I don't know. It's a movie.
I think
it's going to tell you.
Yeah, I feel like it's a movie trailer, and we'll get in trouble.
There's a little paragraph. Yeah, don't play it.
Yeah,
just read the paragraph.
There you go. For years, kids living in and around Staten Island raised goosebumps by relating the tale of Cropsy, a boogeyman who lived in the woods and made a nocturnal habit of disemboweling children. Why the fuck would you do that? Parents, no doubt, eased their kids' fears by telling them no such monsters existed. But did he? In 1987, Andre Rand was put on trial and convicted for a child abduction. Rand, it turned out, may have been connected to a rash of child disappearances in the 70s. He had once worked at Willowbrook, a defunct mental institute. So in other words, the mental are running the asylum kind of a thing. While he denies involvement in other cases, it's clear Rand's activities had a heavy influence in the word-of-mouth stories that followed. The Leaping Lawyer. Wait a minute, where are we? Okay, so we're over here, but wait, where'd these two go? Get her done, honey. Wait, okay, just the other side. You guys wanted to watch. Just to the other side. You guys want to get her done. Urban legends are good. Huddletown, this might be too long. Okay, here we go. 1776 says the dude picture at the top of the article reminds me of the urban legend, the hook killer, lol. It made it in the article. Puddletown says hook hand, lol. Ouch. We told that around the campfire. One morning, I put a hook in the door handle of the car and went around waking everyone up screaming. 1776 says Puddletown. We can break things down into several streams like we've done with other Google search topics. 1776 says, well, geez, Puddle. That's a pretty good story, though, because that's something that, my people would have done. So I think you had the same sense of humor. Bud says another person hid in the woods like she had disappeared. Oh, that's good. That's teamwork. 1776 says rodents of unusual size, lol, reminds me of Princess Bride movie. You know what? Everybody memorizes that movie bit by bit by bit. I just enjoyed it the 50 times I've watched it, and I can't tell you anything about that except for the little dude that gives me the creeps is in it. How's that? That's the best thing I got. And really, seriously, the blonde dude was not all that good looking. He gave me the creeps too. I'm just saying. That's what I remember. Bud says, if the rats spit, Snipe won't have to install. If the rats spit, Snipe won't have to install the bidet. I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. Wondering why my lips were so dry. Hometown says, get a medical toilet with the seat and dump it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Uh-huh. Now you see you're in my now you and I are working together in this. Yeah, I don't need no rat biting me in the ass. If something's going to be biting me in the ass, it better finish the job. That's figure out the job. Mm-hmm.
So you're saying you wanted to just finish biting your ass so there's no ass left? What are you saying?
Nope, there's going to be a whole job to be done, and a rat ain't going to get it done. Puddletown says, get a medical okay, that's the one I agree with. 1776 says, use a screen for the intake pipe into the house. Geez, exactly. It's wrong, Puddletown says, because children are easier. And then Pud says, never watch Princess Bride. See, I've watched it. I know I've watched it. I can't remember it. I do remember the actors that are in it. And that one little short dude who talks funny is bald-headed. He's wearing brown. He's married in that one. Okay, I apparently remember that. I don't know who he is. He always gives me the creeps, but at the same time, he's a pretty good actor. But he has a lisp. His face over. Anyway, it's a thing. I can't help it. I only remember parts of the movie since 1776. I watched it so many times. I'm telling you, I just don't memorize movies like that. I can't remember what I did yesterday. I sure as fuck don't want to hold up my brain cell with bits and pieces of movies that are fake, that I get totally involved in at the moment. My brain cells don't need to memorize any of that. It doesn't need to. So when people can memorize all that, I wonder, do you know how to light a hot water heater? I'm just saying, because I know men who can't, and I've had to teach them. Puddletown says, biting me in the ass is foreplay. Thank you. Yeah. And a rat is not going to finish it, right? I'm just saying. Puddletown says, isn't that the David Bowie movie? Wait, wasn't he in like the Never Ending Story? Shit, now you've got me curious.
Yeah, he was in that movie where the little girl was a witch or something. I remember that one.
David
and
Bowie.
What's the one where the girl's wandering around through an imaginary land-like thing? He sang in that one. But I don't remember him being in a Never Ending Story.
What was the one that was like a Never Ending Story? Why did this fucking IMDb shit get so fucking difficult to follow? It used to be so easy, and now it's like they're like, no, not easy anymore.
Oh, the Labyrinth. That's it. He was in the Labyrinth.
That one. That's where I'm going. The Labyrinth. That's to me. It's like the Never Ending Story. That's why I always go there. So there we go. There we go. I will always go to the to Never Ending Story to get to the Labyrinth thing. So that's the one that we're talking about. Anyway, I don't like the new IMDb. I don't like it. I don't like it, said Sam I Am. I don't. Puddletown says, oh, I get those two scrappy movies confused. Me too, but they're good movies. Puddletown's 1776 is my ADD brain remembered nonsensical crap. Puddletown says, crappy. Well, they're crappy, but I liked them. 1776 said David Bowie was in Dark Crystal. all of those were the same movie. Anne Lambert. What year was Lambert? There it is. 1986. There it is. He was Jareth the Goblin. The Goblin God. There he is. Okay, we're done with him. Moving along. Puddletown says, okay, no, I read that. And then 1776 says, well, I can't spell today. I know, but you know what's better is
what? What's better?
I'm thinking, yeah. Okay, so we got to Leap and Lawyer. Okay? We got to Leap and Lawyer. There's 11 of these stories. We got to Leap and Lawyer. Okay?
Yeah, we don't have to read them all tonight. We can just read a few.
We did 2 tonight. We will do 2 more. We don't stream tomorrow, do we?
I don't remember. Heidel, no. Heidel, do we stream tomorrow or not? I can't remember.
I feel like last Saturday you were not feeling well and that Snipe and I did it ourselves, and I really screwed up reading chat because you guys do. So, yes, Andre the Giant was in Princess Bride. Yes, he was. You had to love him for that. Just saying. So, what I am thinking is that we do not stream tomorrow. Dun, 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 dun. You know, when in doubt, we're off tomorrow, says 1776. And Pud says, nope, not on Saturday, unless I get a feather up my ass, and then we're just here, okay? But if we are, Cuz has the day off. Because if you listen, she sounds really well, okay? She's at about an 85%.
Well, I didn't work today.
Right. She's at about 85%.
I didn't work today.
She didn't go in. She rested, so she sounds really good. She's at about 85%.
We didn't get up to about 6:30.
So she got to sleep in. We don't want to have to exhaust her tonight and tomorrow. It's not going to help her. So if for some reason I get a feather up my ass tomorrow to stream because I'm a weirdo who's missing Bodhi, I need to stay busy. Did I say that would be a reason for me to stream? I did. I'm not going to lie. Do I have a shitload of other things I could probably do? I do. But am I getting them done? No, I'm not. Do I expect to stream? No, I don't. That's a 95% no. Okay? But I'm just going to tell you, there's a 5%, which in some people's world means there's a chance. See how that works? There's a chance. So anyway, Puddletown says, next week, I haven't worked for a week. Wait a minute.
He's getting ready for he's still got pneumonia and he's getting ready for his procedure Wednesday.
Right. Well, he's hoping that his pneumonia is going to be better by Wednesday because I'm worried that if it's not, they're not going to do this procedure on him. I'm not his doctor. I'm not his wife. I don't want you getting mad at me. I'm just worried about you as if I was both. Okay? Have you not met me? Puds, I'm going to interject my worry just like I have position in life. I'm going to. It's just who I am. I don't think I'm the only one out there. I think we do that with people that we care about. So there, you're cared about. So hush, puppy. Anyway, 1776 says, correct. Last Saturday, we played games last Saturday. Yes, we did. Puddletown says, I feel her pain. And then says, yeah, everyone sent me home constantly last Saturday. See? So even Puds should be going to sleep. And I know it's early enough for us on this coast, but she's in Central. She needs to get some sleep. It's 30 minutes longer than I wanted to keep her, but we did 2, and that worked, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to let Cuz go to sleep. We're going to let her have a great weekend, a long weekend, a restful weekend. If she gets bored and says, yeah, let's play games, we'll play games. We might do it in Discord. We might do it over in what's it called? In the Gavels Discord. Do you see? We don't have to just do this stuff in our Discord. We don't have to do it online. We can do it in the Gavels Discord. We got places where we can ask people to come join us. That'll teach them. So anyhow, we're just saying we have options if we want to. Adulthood can get boring. Adulthood doesn't have to get boring. Adulthood can do all kinds of things. Puds, I want you to take care. Cuz, I want you to take care. Okay? I just want everybody to take care and get better. Let me be the one to be ill for a little bit. I can handle that. How's that sound?
You were.
Was
were
it?
ill a couple weeks ago. You were puking, remember?
Oh, that's like no big deal. It's disconcerting as to why. I know that there was the day that I was doing the sweats and didn't know what the hell was going on. Hi, French Psycho. Bonjour. How are you over there? Yeah, no, I don't know why. I think I ate something. I don't think that was like one of your guys' illness, you know? Let me take one of your guys' illnesses off of you for a couple of weeks. Y'all have had it too long. Okay? Share it, and I'll take a little bit for you guys. Okay? Just share it. Be good. Anyway, 1776 says that happens tomorrow. What happens tomorrow, honey? I don't remember what happens. French Psycho said bonjour and waves and hearts and all that. And 1776 said hi to French Psycho. And French Psycho says 1776 bonjour, my sweet dear Heido. Kiss, hugs, 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 hearts, hearts. Having a coffee, realizing you're still modding. She's not only modding, but we're getting ready to go rest. Puddletown, or 1776 is Wall to Psycho, and Puddletown gives me a heart, Queen a heart, and Heidel a heart. And French Psycho says, Shinny and bonjour, and gave me I love those roses, kisses, a couple of hugs, and some hearts. And 1776 is like, Shinny, you better take care too. I have been feeling really, really, really super well. And I'm telling you, I'm sleeping a lot better all night through lately. And I did that before Bodie left. So it's not Bodie's fault. I started sleeping all the night through without getting up as often to go to the restroom. Something's working or it's not. And if it's shutting down, it works for me because it's letting me sleep. So I'm just going to say, yes, Heidel, I'll give you a heads up. Love you very much, Puds. You be good. Okay, so I am done trying to land this plane. Can we have the co-pilot go ahead and read off her list?
Oh Lord, read off whose list?
Yours. What would you like to say as we're getting ready to hit the ground and deboard this sucker?
Good night, y'all. We may or may not see y'all tomorrow.
Well, look at that. She didn't even close the book on that thing at all either. So anyway, look, huggers, buggers, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. And no, we may see you tomorrow. 5% chance. Okay. And if we don't, have a great weekend and remember the reason for Memorial Day. Thank you so very much. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Saying to everyone, we hope you had fun. The giggles were aplenty and the goofballs were spot on. We poked and pulled and chuckled, we read the chat as we could. We drank drinks of honeysuckle, we hoped you fit in our clan. The chat told us info, whether we knew it or we do not. But like a hungry dead and infos, Google is where we got taught. We poked and pulled and chuckled, we read the chat as we could. We drank drinks of honeysuckle, we hoped you fit in our clan. Shake your head if you must, but stay, we surely did. Your bladder may have bust, hope you giggle like a kid. We poked and pulled and chuckled, we read the chat as we could. We drank drinks of honeysuckle, we helped you fit in our clan. We looked things up on Google, as Google was our friend. Your laughter should have sounded frugal, dead laughing was a trend. We poked and pulled and chuckled, we read the chat as we could. We drank drinks of honeysuckle, we helped you fit in our clan. Success was not our goal, you know this by what you saw. The laughter came from our soul, you could tell from all our glee. We poked and pulled and chuckled, we read the chat as we could. We drank drinks of honeysuckle, we helped you fit in our clan. A twist might have happened, chat got all caught up. Games made laughter greater, your giggle box got filled up. Hope you enjoyed the stream, the friendships and joy. Guess and chat was a team, our goal was for you to enjoy.